Papa line, you fool! That's what Kurt says.
Yeah, but I improved it.
Ah, but Nick improved it by doing nothing to it.
No, I did things. Don't even ask.
Drop this down. There we go.
Oh, fuck, what am I doing?
You're in the middle of spider.
Oh, man, I'm in the middle of the spider?
Yeah, you're a spider now.
You can-
R2 is swing.
Still there? Got a robbery a few blocks away.
Ready.
Yeah,
Oh, you haven't even gotten the new suit yet.
Good.
Smart man.
This is the better
Smart
suit.
spider.
Yeah, I got it up to the point where you
God.
can swing around the city and
Gotcha,
and
okay.
stopped. Although the tutorial mission is real good, so you can, if you would rather jump into that.
The tutorial mission is pretty fucking good.
No worries.
Like I like starting a. Although that will be more distracting than when we're asking questions and shit.
Right. I'm actually just gonna swing the fuck around, because that sounds like fun.
Do that. We're cash here. Be a casual spider.
Lugnuto asks, do you have a WinRare license, or does it yell at you every time you open it? 7-zip, dude. It's the future.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes.
I hate trying to use Discord with a goddamn touchpad because you can't get to the fucking channels you need.
Yeah. Tuscan says, Kaiser, you said you had a peel-off scene for Broly movie that didn't make the cut. Could you expand on that?
Yeah, actually,
We were having something like storyboarded for it just to get something in there, but it was gonna be a lot of fun. Like, basically the idea for that scene was that since Pilaf was Goku's first enemy, Pilaf is how Goku defines true evil.
yeah.
But Pilaf is just like not evil at all. Like he's mischievously evil.
I have that done.
Yeah, we have all
almost.
the audio for it except for my. I think I
And the
recorded my shoe
visuals.
stuff.
I
But-
think it's almost all done.
Basically, it was during the part where he was flying around for the Broly movie, asking like, who destroyed South Galaxy, and we just cut to the shot of like Pilaf making himself some eggs in his fucking kitchen. Goku pops in. I know you did it. Goku! I thought you said you're not coming back. I thought you said I haven't done anything. I swear. I know it was you. You were the one who did it. What are you talking about? You destroyed South Galaxy. I've got no. I never did anything like that. Well, you're lucky I can't prove it, or I'd fucking kill you. I'm watching you. He disappears. Shu! And Shu comes in. Sir, what's wrong? It was him! It was him! It was Goku! Sir, just need to take your meds. He wasn't here. He wasn't really here. But he was! It was okay. It's okay.
I got a simple one. Gokami asking, I imagine you can't say much at the moment, correct, but will there be an announcement with part 3 regarding the future of the series? Yes, also correct.
Yes.
There you go.
Let's see. God, it's so hard to find these channels on our page. We have so many. Which one is this one?
It's under Q&A, the AMA Read Rules First channel.
Q&A, AMA, read rule first. Okay, there we go. All right. Kaiser, what was your favorite visual edit for parts 1 or 2?
Favorite visual edit? Let's see. I really liked making the fake commercial for Heat Tap. That was a lot of fun. That was one of the first things I did.
What was the one do you think was the most difficult?
Oh, the most difficult.
Okay, so apparently you are still in Tutorial Town because you can't leave this block.
Well, shit.
No, I can. I just had to abandon the mission.
Oh, then do that.
Okay. You know what? I'd have to go back and look. Although I think one of my favorite things to sync up actually was the Kamehameha. I liked working on that a lot. The one with where all the sound cuts out.
Yeah. Nah, it came out good. Whoa, Silent TJ 215 with 5,500 bits. Saying
so much,
finally
dude.
able to give bits after enjoying everything you put. Keep it up.
Yep, there it is.
Thank you so much, dude.
Keep it up, guys. There we go.
If you know what, I might be able to come up with a better answer if I think on it for a little bit. By the way, for those asking where the episode is on YouTube, give it
It'll
till
be up at 7 o'clock.
Indeed-do.
Yep, that's half of an hour from now.
Yeah.
1/2 of an hour on youtube.com/Team 4-Star.
Yeah, for those of you on the West Coast, that's CT. So
Yeah, that's Central Time.
So wait till
Just
5.
a half an hour from now.
Yeah, half an hour from now. Yeah.
Yeah, when we say we're premiering something at 6 our time, we premiere it on the hour. Sorry for anybody who's late, but it'll be up soon.
So cool.
All right, let's take a look.
I can
here.
run up the wall.
Oh wow, yeah, this built up quick. Scroll down.
I'm gonna go to the tallest building.
Will Napa be relevant again? Was Napa ever relevant is a better question. Yes, for about 3 episodes.
He'll probably.
He's not gone. The
Yeah.
fact that he's alive in our universe is,
Already pretty ridiculous.
yeah, kind of a testament to itself.
These swinging physics are amazing, but not very realistic.
Is it ironic that reviving a person was our way of killing a character?
Yeah, oh my god, you're right, though. I have left the mission. But what happens when I leave the mission?
Game over.
Mission mailed.
Spider-Man is no longer a hero. Spider-Man, real menace.
Alright, cool. There's the tallest building.
What voice acting studio would you most like to work and collab with? Why, Sound Cadence, of course.
Of course.
After that, Ocean Studios. Mostly because I grew up with them.
Holy cow, asking, is there any news on the Hellsing finale you can give us? Hey, it's coming this year.
Yep.
Yeah,
That-
the last announcement video, or proper announcement video, last update video, we let you know what's up. By the way, in a not so subtle allegory, Fisk Tower is exactly where Trump Tower is.
Oh, wow.
Just one thing I noted when I started playing the game earlier, I'm like, Fisk Tower.
Aramis asks, was the bit where Gohan talks about hating the feel of fighting inspired by Kurapika versus Uvogan?
Yes,
Kurapika?
actually. Wow. Yeah, Kurapika versus Uvogan. Remember? The big guy.
Yeah. No, I know Hunter x Hunter. By the way, they announced a new game for it today.
Did they?
For phones.
Oh, yeah.
So
finally.
enjoy your trash card collecting anime games.
I will. Yes, actually, it was partially inspired by that. At least when I was trying to write it down, I was very much inspired by that scene because I love that scene. I love the fact that Kurapika, it doesn't like violence, but he's driven by revenge. So I know Kaiser hates the Bruce Faulconer score, but no, I never considered Gohan's anger. But for those of you who like Gohan's anger, don't worry. You will get. I promise. There's something for you. Just. It's not. Wait for part 3. Just wait for part 3.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with liking it. Everybody,
Yeah.
honestly, it's a huge nostalgia point for me too. However, after rewatching it with this version, or with Ume no Hi, Ume no Hi gives the scene a different feel. The Gohan's anger theme gives it this, oh yeah, he's finally doing it, he's powering up, fuck yeah, kind of feel. Whereas Ume no Hi is like, this is sad.
Yeah.
Gohan doesn't want to do this. Gohan has to do this. It's can we just talk about the fact that Gohan's growth as a character in this arc is insane, and looking at it as both a kid that was watching it at Gohan's age when it was coming out, and on Toonami anyway, and as an adult now who has to deal with stupid adult things. That whole coming to terms with growing up is very poignant. I think it's universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grohan. There you go. Grohan, go up.
Although I do want to so that speech where he says, "Cell, I hate this," and in that moment he says, "You were right though. I was a coward. Afraid what would happen if I
If I
snapped.
actually let myself go.
Yeah, if I killed somebody."
I think I've been to that rooftop bar.
But yeah, no, that line, that is why he was afraid. Not to fight, but to lose it.
To actually kill, to snap, to not know if he can ever bring that part of him back.
Yeah, some people were talking about the fact that he's not being a coward, he's just, and I'm like, you don't get it.
Yeah, coward might have been a strong word, but
Yeah,
it's the point that's going across.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to talk big to make a point.
Yeah, it's like it's not just about what being said, but by who and for what. So
Welcome to
yeah.
Empire State Building. Something that you do in every Spider-Man game with an actual New York.
Yep.
Go to the top of the Empire State Building. There's got to be an achievement for this.
And if you're playing in a Spider-Man game without an actual New York, what are you doing?
Playing Spider-Man for the PlayStation 1.
Oh, I'm
What?
sorry.
What the heck? Let me up.
Sorry, anti-spider Teflon.
Yes. Oh! What? No, no, no.
Getting
no,
to
no,
the
no,
actual
no, no,
tippy
no, no,
top
no,
is
no.
tough as hell.
Let me up there. Let me up.
Because you can't just like spider climb anymore
Yeah.
at a certain point.
Let me up. Let me up though. Let me up though. Let me at it though.
Pressing X, I think, is what you do to perch. Or it might be R1 and something. I don't fucking remember.
Whee!
Do
Let's see here. Were there any jokes or scenes, this is from Vasardra, any jokes or scenes you're disappointed you couldn't fit into episode 60?
there wasn't a lot that was cut. In fact, more was added than was cut. That'd be great if you keep doing this and it just kind of like tether balls you around it. But I don't think it does that.
Oh, that's how I do it. Okay. You.
I don't know. I know it's something you've talked about. I don't know if it's something you're ready to announce. Dreammaster asks, any idea what you guys are going to do with DBZA this year?
Actually, we're batting around a couple ideas. We had one chosen. Were we sticking with that?
Since it hasn't been announced yet, doesn't have to be. It's like on paper, and we're kind of working around this list, but there is definitely something in mind. And that's probably the one at the top of my list. But what do I know? I'm only the one that organizes it.
Whoa, it's clear to me.
Angry Muffins manages to make a statement into a question. But yes, in fact, the Cell Jr. names are the voice actors that have played Cell over the years.
They are indeed.
Yep. How do I...
Robust Titan asks, what form of abridged Cell was your favorite?
Imperfect.
Imperfect.
I just fucking love, like, that scene with the bus.
Beep!
Beep! Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, that may be one of the best jokes we've ever done, if I had to be completely honest with you.
Plus just the sound of his head just whipping back and forth.
Exactly.
Like, Imperfect Cell was just so much fun to work with, and I know Taka liked performing as him so much that he made an allegorical character for him in my D&D stream in Osmo. Yeah, it's, he's a lot of fun. Not that Perfect Cell isn't without his charm, but Imperfect Cell just had so, like, he's fucking crazy.
You wonder if the New Yorkers ever kind of run across, like, his web and think, like, oh, wow, he's been around here.
At the beginning of the game, he pulls some toast from a toaster with his webbing, and I'm like, are you eating that now? Like, is it edible? Does it get stuck to your teeth like Butterfinger nougat?
In the comics, canonically, his web fluid just dissolves by itself
Yeah,
after
over
an
time.
hour or two.
Oh, yeah.
Although apparently not in this game, considering how many backpacks from high school are still webbed up there.
Yeah, that's how you get your extra, like, costumes and, like, fluff trophies and whatever.
Crimson Joker asking, is the DBZA name for Super Saiyan 2 now canonically Super Duper Saiyan?
It might be. I'd like to point out that Super Saiyan 2 was never said until Goku announced.
I guess you can call this Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, before he transforms into Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, I think, like, I remember in the Legacy of Goku 2 game, they just called it Gohan Super Saiyan Rage. And I know that's just a fan, like, translation, but...
Yeah, that's the thing, is somebody who played a bunch of Dragon Ball Z video games before seeing the show in its entirety. I knew Super Saiyan 2 and 3 was a thing, but because there's really not much visual distinction between 1 and 2. When I saw it in the show for the first time, I'm like, what is that? Is that supposed to be, what?
Going partly back to a previous question and answering this current one, Overlord Crispy Cool asking, did you guys ever consider pointing out that Yamcha was holding his own against the Cell Jr.? Yes, that actually was a really early on deleted scene in the script where we had Cell explain to Gohan, look at this, see that? I made Yamcha's a lot weaker than the rest of them, so they would really confuse Vegeta. Look at him! He thinks look at him! He thinks he's as strong as him!
Yeah, look at Vegeta. He thinks Yamcha's as strong as him now.
He's so confused!
Yeah.
It just was never going to fit.
Yeah. Actually, there's a whole scene. So when we put the script up, the scene's still in the script.
Forget to meet Fury in Chinatown.
Oh yeah, I forgot. But yeah, there's a a scene in there where he explains how he's able to make the Cell Juniors as powerful as he does. He's utilizing the power source from 17 and 18, which is
infinite energy.
Yeah, which just makes no sense.
I think the way we kind of came to terms with Cell's infinite power is the fact that he has all the power in the world, but only so much output. He can only put out so much of it at a time.
Yeah, I think that's the only way any of this makes any sense, actually.
Yeah, because he has unlimited energy and, like, infinite revitalization. So the only limitation to him is how much can he put out at a single point.
Maybe I might make
alerting you to the threats you don't even know about.
I mean, I know you already have something else that you want mixed together for that blooper, so.
I fucking love how J. Jonah Jameson in this is just a couple of...
he's just got a blog.
He's a couple of nutraceuticals away from being Alex fucking Jones. I love it.
He makes the freaking frogs gay.
Prosecute. Maybe an award-winning
Bardic Wolf
reporter
asks, what has been the most surprising thing that fans have gravitated towards that you guys didn't expect would catch on?
By the way, turn on the game
Fix my
volume.
toilet
People are
and
saying
shut
it's a
up.
little
Let me
loud.
explain something to you about crime bosses.
Things that people have gravitated toward that we didn't expect. That's us? In general?
I'm really glad that 16 has been a hit with people. I wasn't sure if he would really nail it down, but I've seen that people really have come to love him. And stay tuned for part 3. There's something special in there for him.
What is your favorite character in DBZA? Asked Anthony. Mine is a toss-up between Krillin and Piccolo. Mostly because I love playing them both, but I'd probably give the edge to Krillin. Krillin is just that very fun everyman who's just like, oh, I'm just here. I know my place.
I'd say favorite character. I mean, Vegeta's pretty high up there. He's a lot of fun.
He's a lot of fun to write for, definitely.
All right, where is Avengers Tower? It is here, right?
I don't know. Maybe. You see a giant A somewhere?
Copper asks, do you guys have any plans to do another Tiba? No.
No.
That was an adventure. Like I wasn't even really a part of organizing that, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, that was, oh boy. Yeah, that was the first project that I was in charge of for the team. And oh boy, way to jump into the deep end, Ben.
And that's why you're the CEO.
Yeah.
Wow, you made that work?
Somehow.
It was a lot to organize, and we were way understaffed for something like that.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, that said, Copper goes on to say that that the first one helped him build an audience with Ultimate Spider-Man Abridged.
Oh, I'm glad, dude.
Yeah, we say these things to be self-deprecatory, and also because, yeah, it was a huge pain in the ass.
No, we got a lot of great work submitted out there,
yeah.
Which was way higher in quality than the ability we had to, like, present it.
Yeah. But I'm very glad that we did it, but we also realize, like, doing something like that once is a huge undertaking for a huge, I think, benefit in community building and getting people to get out there and try something new who might not otherwise have done so, just because sometimes you just need an excuse.
Yeah.
But doing it more often, every time you do it again, it's diminishing returns.
Yeah, and it's one of those. It's also one of those things where it's like the landscape of YouTube doesn't exactly adhere to such a project anymore,
Yeah.
because YouTube's getting pretty hard on their copyright stances.
Yeah, well, that
Not that I blame them. They're like,
that and just honestly, like, people ask, like, how can I get big on YouTube? It's rough if you don't already have an audience and already have that much momentum. Like,
yeah,
if DBZA were starting right now at the quality that episode 1 was,
we wouldn't go anywhere.
yeah.
I actually had a conversation with somebody about this exact topic today.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking about the fact that back in the day when abridging was basically garage band parody.
Yeah.
It was easy to really kind of jump in there. You could just be you could be some British guy with depression who has halfway passable impressions, and you'll woo an entire audience. Not that Little Creeble hasn't become amazing and like a powerhouse in his own right, but we all started off really, really rocky.
Yeah, I started off on my own shit back in 2007. And boy, am I will just turn a blind eye to everything I made. Like,
Yeah, but yeah, back then it was a much smaller pond. It was a lot easier to get
YouTube
noticed.
was a much smaller site.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
they didn't have an algorithm yet, so it was just like, what's getting the most views? Well, let's put that up front.
yeah. Nowadays, you've got to build an audience. You've got to be cranking out content on the reg, because that's what YouTube is not built for lovingly crafted content anymore.
No, they're built for daily upload content, like the stuff that you can find over on TFS Gaming.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, we love doing the gaming stuff, and that's awesome. And
It's what keeps this ship afloat.
it really does. But we're very blessed that we were in a right place, right time situation. And
TDL Ace Lee, thank you so much for the compliment on Yu Hawk Show Bridge. I don't care if it was a lie.
Okay, sit next to Central Park. I'm gonna find.
You're
Avengers
nowhere near
Tower.
Central Park.
Fuck me.
Do you want me to get you to Central Park? Because I know New York. If you want to take this, I can get you there.
No.
Okay.
No. Tell me where to go. Just
Okay.
Tell me.
Let's take a look around here. Look down at the streets real quick. Because we want to find Times Square is the most important piece for this puzzle. Look for the Empire State Building. 'Cause
wait.
we'll be able to find.
Apparently, it's in my line of sight.
Oh, look. Then turn again. Turn
Oh, is
again.
that it?
Further. Nope.
No.
Turn.
Avengers Tower.
Yeah. Turn more. Other way. Other way. Other way. Keep going. Up. That's the Empire State Building. It's in your line of. Is it that building back there, way in the back behind?
Oh,
Yes,
there
that
it is. Way to go! Yay!
So I'm gonna say I can find Central Park, but
Oh.
yeah, no fall damage, by the way.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm actually kind of sad by that. I wish I could faceplant super hard as Spider-Man and then have somebody just walk up and take a cell phone picture of his corpse.
Oh God.
I'm morbid though.
Monomora asks, would you guys ever consider remaking some of the first videos of DBZA?
Yes.
We have thought about it a lot, but it would take time away from what we are currently doing, which is making new episodes. So it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah, it's one of those things that is not entirely out of the realm of possibility, but
Yeah.
But it is one of those things that we definitely need the time and resources to do.
Yeah. Let it be known that it's something I really want to do.
Yeah, it's
Like-
something that we've been throwing around for like 5 years.
yeah, and to be fair, that's what 13 episodes.
10, well,
Yeah, 10.
10
plus
with
the
a three-parter,
with
so
a-
12 episodes.
Oh yeah. So 12 episodes, most of which are closer to 5 minutes than 15.
Yeah,
So-
they're between like 5 and 10 minutes, most of them.
Yeah. So it would not be quite as ginormous an undertaking as, like, if you think of it as doing as the same amount of effort as making 12 episodes the way we do them today, it would not be like that. So it's possible, but no promises.
Also, don't read too much into saying we're working on new episodes. Or do. Who knows?
You can read into anything you want.
Yep.
I can't stop you.
Yeah, my favorite question to answer is, when can we expect this? I don't know, whenever you want. You can expect whatever you want.
Yeah, you can expect it, but
Yeah, that's your lookout, man.
you can expect part 3 next Friday, but I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be there until I do. I do like that on a lot of the buildings, just some of like the random apartment buildings, you can see into the building, like see
Oh,
into
yeah.
the windows. Even if it is just like a movie set, this room only has like clearly only has 3 feet in, but whatever.
Yeah, and they do clever ways. Like, it's not actually there; it's just a projection that's been like, they're doing tricks with processing, and it's really cool. A similar thing to what Hat in Time did. There's not actually a room in there at all. It's cool.
Zetexian asks, Ben, how do you feel about Helsing ending after all this time? I mean, I don't know why you're addressing that to me. Scott's been working on it a little longer than I have, but...
I mean, give you a response, I'll give mine.
Yeah. But it's, it's funny. The guys asked me to come in for episode 8 because Scott was busy bashing his brain against the monstrosity known as Broly at the time. And my attitude was entirely like, hey, this is Kurt and Scott's baby. I'm just here to help. I'll do everything I can, but it's theirs.
And then you learned what it's like to be me.
Yeah. And then by the time we were doing the finale, I got into a couple of like actual shouting matches with the guys. Like, no, we should do it this way because it's better and we want it to be good.
Scripting.
Yep. I had become attached.
Oh man, yeah. I know.
TKO, thank you so much for the 15 hundo.
But
I remember back in the day, like, I remember back in the honeymoon phase when we were all working on the project and we weren't getting into arguments. Like, we had some like debates and like, I think this would be better, I think this would be better. Then, smash cut to about 5-6 years later, and we're like, we've literally shouted at each other.
We've had screaming matches over some things. Like, not necessarily jokes, but
sometimes jokes.
sometimes jokes.
sometimes just like particular intonations on line readings.
Oh yeah, no, that is that's my sticking point. Kaiser can attest to
Oh
that.
my God, yes.
I
No.
am the biggest nitpicky bitch when it comes to, no, I think it needs to be said this way because it implies this.
Yep. A stickler he is.
And 99.999% of the time, plus 0.001%, I am correct.
Ah, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Using statistics.
Mm-hmm. Statistically, I am, yeah.
Statistically, you a bitch.
That is also true. Doesn't stop me from being right.
You know, that's
This bitch knows what's up.
being a bitch ain't never stop anybody from being right. You're right. Ooh, can I do it?
Who's the hardest character to write for? Gohan. Gohan has always been the hardest character for us to write for.
Oh my God, yeah, don't get me started.
Because he, like, in every scene leading up to this, he's always been the straight man in the group. Just like, oh yeah, this, blah, blah, blah. Like, just kind of the dorky, nerdy dude. And now that he's the center point, it's like, okay, well, we wrote ourselves into this hole. Let's
Yeah.
start digging.
Yeah, if I could, I'd have written Gohan differently. That, like, hey, that's me admitting that not everything was great. But at this, on the other hand, seemingly everybody else did like what we wrote for Gohan in part 2, which makes me happy because, yeah,
Speaking as a not entirely disinterested third party, I loved it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, I have not seen all of. I don't know what all is in part 3 yet, but that is easily my favorite. Anything in parts 1 and 2.
Red Flag Gohan is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Just zero shits given anymore.
Look, I already know I'm the strongest thing in this area. Just fuck off.
Yep.
Fuck right off.
Yeah, one of my. Oh, sorry. Okay, we won't spoil anything. We won't spoil nothing.
Yeah, we aren't going to be spoiling the episode, but spoiler warning, Gohan snapped at the end of part 1, so
Yeah, he's pretty damn snapped at the beginning of part 2.
Yeah.
he's nettled.
Yeah. Without saying the actual joke, his recommendations with Goku, that shot where he's like,
Yeah.
maybe I should do this. Yeah. That is one of the jokes I've been waiting for with him for a long time, and I'm really glad that hit home for people because, yeah, I feel like that joke was maybe an obvious joke to make, but one that I've been waiting to make for so long.
How did we all meet? This is one that we've answered a few times, but it's this thing called the internet.
I was gonna
And-
say Tinder, but okay.
no, that's how you met Taka. Also, it didn't exist then.
No, it didn't.
But yeah, basically, I fell into this because I found Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged when I had broken my back and was unable to do anything in high school, blah, 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 darkest point in my life, etc. But then I started looking at other Bridge series, and I found like Naruto, the Abridged series, which was made by Vegeta 3986 and Mosco X. That's how I found Mosco, by the way. I contacted them, was like, wow, you guys do a great job. How do you do this, this, this? And they're like, and Mosco's really polite. He like messaged me back. He's like, oh yeah, I use this thing and we use this for recording. And I'm like, oh, cool. Giving me kind of my edge into, you know, potentially doing it myself. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will. I ain't got nothing else going on right now. I like to think I'm pretty good with my voice. I think I'm pretty fucking funny. I'm God's gift to humor. So I decided I was going to do a one myself. And I had specifically two series that I had DVDs that I could rip onto my PC. I had Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm like, yeah, this has always been one of my favorite animes. And I had Berserk. And I'm like, no madman would do that. And that's how I found Ben, because he's the madman that did it.
Yep, I'm the guy who pushed out of doing the Eclipse for realsies.
I remember you were the motherfucker who said, you guys can't do Hellsing Ultimate Abridged.
Now, to be fair, I said I can't do Hellsing Ultimate Abridged.
That's fair. That's fair.
I never said it couldn't be done. And now, all these years later,
You're writing
It's almost
for it,
done.
motherfucker.
Ben, how does it feel to be involved in 3 complete Abridged series?
soon to be 4.
Yep.
That's right, you finished Escaflowne.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you finish a project?
You pick things with 26 episodes or less.
That's fair. You know what? Fair point.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, that was also intentional on my part. I mean, I chose Berserk because it was my favorite, but also, like, I looked at Martin doing
Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm like,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
oh boy, he's gonna be at this for, I don't know, 20 years?
Yeah. I'm like, you know, I like things with a beginning, middle, and end. I'm gonna choose something that seems manageable, and there was like a good 2-week period after finishing Berserk Abridged when I was like, you know, that, because it took about a year, I was like, you know, that was fun. I can't see myself dedicating another year of my life to something like that.
Then you made Gantz.
Yep, 2 weeks later.
Another series.
Yeah.
It seems like, you know, I'll probably stay away from. Nope.
Yep. Yeah, 2 weeks later, I'm bored. I have this hole in my life, this thing that was consuming my time that's not there anymore.
I am so glad you had me do the opening for that, by the way.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah. Enter Kaiser, by the way, who made Lupin the Third Abridged
with a
and
DVD that I actually got from Anime on DVD. They had a contest, and I was like, I like Goemon Ishikawa. So they were like, hey, write an editorial about all the 4 Lupin people, or one of them, and you know, whoever writes the best one for each of them will get a DVD. And I'm like, I wrote one for Goemon, and they sent me the DVD.
Nice.
So I made 7 episodes.
Yeah, and that continually got his channel taken down, and somehow you got it back. But regardless, you had the distinction of being the first abridger to like really lip flap things, like uncanny valley lip flap things. Also, the distinction of being the first abridger that I found to use the word cunt.
Yes. Actually, I'd like to point out the inspiration for me to actually get into it, though.
Go for it.
So obviously there was Little Kuribo, and I thought, you know, this is really cool. Look at all these other abridged series.
That's right, Taka came before you.
Yeah, you have Naruto abridged, and you have Yu Yu Hakusho abridged, and you have Yu-Gi-Oh abridged, and then I saw G Gundam abridged.
Takahata 101 and Cheeseman Joe. It Lit Studios.
Yep.
Who apparently, as Taka claims, was inspired by me, saying, if this schmuck can do that, I can do it. So, I'm parsing words.
Actually, no, you got it wrong.
Oh. What part did I get wrong?
That was me with them.
Oh, that was you with them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the inspiration was, this is really funny. But their audio like they're doing all these really clever things, but their audio and visual quality isn't very good. I can do all of the video and audio quality better than they can, which means I can do this better than they can.
My soul saving grace is the fact that I was able to sound like the characters I was doing. Peace, Stefan.
Yep.
My impressions are what held me down.
I feel bad. By the way, sorry, I meant to make it sound funnier when I said, I can do it better than these guys. Although that is exactly what I thought, like an asshole. Although,
Just embrace it.
By the way, somebody said, Ben, talking about soon-to-be 4 finished series that I'm involved in. Ben, did you just low-key announce that DBZA is ending? No, I was talking about Hellsing, and that's ending because it's the finale, dude.
By the way, for those wondering, episode 60, part 2 should be on YouTube right now.
Yep. Go get it. If you're showing up late, what are you doing? Go get it.
Go
It's out
watch it
there.
now. You can do it all day.
oh, is it? Yep. Okay, it's up on YouTube. Go watch it.
Yeah, so Kaiser made Lupin the Third Abridged and fucking loved his editing, so I think it was Taka first that went out of his way to contact you because he's a social butterfly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Taka eventually introduced me to you, and then I was like, could you make me one of those fancy openings that you made for everybody else? And then you made my second Yu Yu Hakusho abridged opening,
with asterisk from Bleach.
because, you know,
Later. Right now we need to get
if you're going to steal from the people that stole from the people that you're stealing from.
Yep.
Aw, that's sweet.
I called someone I could trust. Plus, the
I'm saying it's
signals are
not on
scrambled and we
YouTube.
have no
What?
idea how to
Let
fix
me
it.
check.
Ooh,
Lies.
I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
I thought you trusted me.
I see it right there. It's right on there.
Yep.
Let's take a
Yeah,
look at
it's
this
there. It's
town.
Top
already
of
got
my page.
5,000. It's already got
Ring
5,000.
that bell. Ring that bell for your notifications.
Slam that like, favorite, share, and
Input grades have
subscribe.
been shifted.
I want to see this sumbitch at 500,000 likes. Only 3.4 thousand views in a minute. What are we doing? It's 480p only? That's the footage. The footage is in 480.
Actually, to be fair, I was putting them in HD for a while, but it gave them these black bars on the side, and ultimately it barely did anything to help the video look better.
Yeah,
so-
because the video itself is in 480.
Yeah.
So
Whatever you do,
high scaling it to 720 does literally nothing.
Sure, but just so you know, I had to sync up with the tower to fix it. I'm seeing all crime data in the area now.
Like upscaling it will do
Looks like there's a
nothing for it.
break-in
So yeah,
happening.
it's in 480. It's always going to be in 480
Don't bother. I'm on it.
because that's the source material. Blowing it up would make it look pixely and bad. Whoa! WK2P with 25,000 bits.
Thank you so much,
Holy
dude.
fuck! Thank you.
Pretty sure these guys didn't forget. their keys.
Colineo asks, how do you guys stay healthy while working on projects that require a lot of screen time? That's
We
adorable.
stay healthy.
Yeah, that's adorable. He thinks that we do. Actually, though, I've discovered steel mace workouts.
Circle
are
is dodge.
amazing.
Whenever you get the spidey signal over your head, just hit circle and you dodge it.
You get this literal mace that's like a heavy steel ball on a steel rod, and you just swing it around.
And you have to hold square to knock that out of his hands.
Yeah. It's great for people who spend a lot of time at a desk because you spend so much time hunched over. Mm-hmm. It like forces your shoulders to go back and works out your back and shoulder muscles and undoes a lot of
Gotta
that.
hold square on him. You can't hurt him otherwise. Or you can throw shit at him. R1 is to web people. Like if you R1 him a bunch, you'll like tie him up. There you go. Now you can beat him up.
Whoa, wow, bam.
And if you
Motherfucker.
press up on the D-pad, you'll heal.
Yeah, I will say the fact that this
Okay,
game has
wrapped up.
the dodge map
Thanks
to
for that.
Circle.
circle instead of triangle fucks my
You're in luck,
Batman
Yuri.
playing ass
Your
up so
favorite
bad.
tough but lovable grizzled seen too much
I've got
detective is attacked.
years.
What? No. You
I'm
promised
trying to
you wouldn't
think,
do
at
that
least 5 years,
Spider
probably
Cop.
more now, of muscle memory playing Batman games. That if I were to play this game for any length of time, I would have to remap that. That's not getting relearned.
I don't have a problem with it because circle is dodge in Bloodborne and Dark Souls, so I'm like, all right. Also fairly certain it's block in, oh no, it's not block in God of War. That's like L1 or something.
I'm so happy to be playing a video game right now.
You deserve it, man. You've done a lot of great work, and you'll get back to it later. But for now, take a break.
So you're the snitch.
Back off, creep.
No, I got some stitches for you.
I said
You
Yeah,
know?
you know, casual New York things.
Kool-Aid Dogan asks, do you guys think that certain members have a better grasp of a character than others?
Get away from her.
Sorry, what was that question?
Do you guys think that certain, I think that by members they mean team members, let's say writers, do certain writers within the group
Yes.
have a better
Definitely.
grasp of their characters than others?
The characters that I play are usually the ones I write for.
Yeah, actually.
And again, you have to hold square to get him.
Gotcha.
Anybody holding a anybody holding like a crowbar or something.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, but knocking them up into the air is how you get them.
Yeah, I will say, though the Helsing finale was largely myself, Kurt, and Scott always in every session, there were 1 or 2 sessions where Kurt and I had to
Oh, damn.
do it without Scott because Scott was at a personal
I thought holding up.
family event or whatever, and when we would get to a part with the major, we would just leave it blank, like, let's not even bother until Scott gets here. He's the one who writes these long
Yeah,
major
Kaiser writes
speeches.
all my Nazi lines that I then improv through.
Yeah, I have a love for writing monologues and speeches.
Get away from
Part
her.
2 when? It's on YouTube now, guy. You missed the premiere.
Yeah, go watch it. It's real
Yeah,
good.
6 o'clock Central Time. Remember, your local equivalent. It's not 6 o'clock everywhere.
Oh, fucking
We
shit.
state Central Time for a reason, because we in Texas.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta hit that circle button more. You are getting wrecked.
Riggedy wrecked.
I like that the fucking meter's stuck to him.
Yeah, those big beefy guys, you have to.
You gotta tie him up first.
Yeah,
Remember when it's, yeah, like that.
there you go.
And then dodge out of his way, beat him up. Oh, he's down. Wow, what a bitch.
Get fucked, please. Oh, nice. I thought holding up. You said what? What gets me health?
I thought it was up on the D-pad, but some people are telling me it's down. I don't know. Maybe it's
Oh, it
mapped
is
differently
down.
for me.
It is down. What's
To-
wrong?
To heal?
Yeah,
Dude, what's wrong? What's wrong?
you're out of webs.
You want to? What? Why you keep backing off? What's up?
Tortilla Lady asks, are you looking forward to the FF7 remake if it ever comes out? The FF7 remake that I want already exists. It's called Graphical Mods for the Steam version.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah. Like, all I want is that
Left
game
stick.
that plays the same way it always did, but looks the way it looks in my memory, not the way it looks when you play it now. And that already exists, so they can do whatever they want with the remake. If it's good,
clear, man.
hey, awesome. If it's
I knew
bad,
Jameson
who
was wrong
cares?
about you.
Yeah, the fact
You're a
is they
little
can't
weird,
ruin
but
something. They
you
can't
gotta grow
ruin
up.
something that already exists.
Have you got somewhere to go?
I can
Not
take
by
care of
remaking
myself.
it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can, but just in case, there's a
Looking at
place
you,
called the
go
Feast Center.
go tell a
Phoenix.
watchman.
I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes in the city,
Atticus
hands
Finch being
down.
a
Mom used to
regular
make
dude.
those.
I don't dig it.
Haven't had any.
Or go set a
Long
watchman.
time.
Sorry.
I'll check it
Jotnar
out.
Moldy Beard asks,
Thanks.
what's your favorite tea?
Spider guy.
Ooh, English breakfast.
It's Spider-Man. That one.
English breakfast is really good.
Should be able to spot the next tower
Um,
from up there.
God, my favorite tea is a loose leaf variant of that Dead Company tea Havana called Spice of Life. It was really fucking good.
I am not, generally speaking, a tea guy, but the one time
his
that I've had
elevated
tea
position,
that I
Spider
really,
Cop
really
spies his
liked
destination.
was when we were
Second
in,
surveillance tower.
was it Maine for your wedding, Scott?
Yep.
Yeah, that one place, the Japanese place that had
course
that
not.
corn tea.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was really freaking good.
Yeah, it was like corn chowder in tea form, and it was delicious.
I've had a few, like I've been to a few places that serve that kind of tea, and it always surprised me. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what
a-
did you? It's like a gold tea. It's not a.
Yeah, it's a weird experience, but it's so good. 'cause
It's
you-
not. Yeah, because it's like not green. It's almost like fermented in some way.
Yeah, and you expect it to be thick, like a cream of corn, but it's not. It is watery, just like any other
They
tea, but
modify
it's
these
the
towers to
flavor is
track more than
strong.
just
It's so good.
What inspired you guys to bring back Cell's intro song when he came back the second time? To allow me to reprise, probably.
Yeah.
That and it just needed something menacing, and it's like he's off screen. This is gonna sound good.
Yeah.
Score.
There was a part of me that would
Towers
have
picking up all
loved if
kinds of
Trunks could have just
RFID
started
signals now.
talking, and then out of
Ooh,
nowhere,
nearby.
bam. But it was pretty obvious at that point that the
They all knew he was there.
yeah. This is still really early on in the game, huh?
Yes, he is literally just after the tutorial. And not even the full tutorial, just part of the tutorial.
By the way, have either of you heard of a game called Spy Party?
Yes.
Dude, I'm fucking loving it, man.
Oh, wow. One of my old backpacks from high school. Forgot I attached tracking dots to these.
I forgot that they were tracking. He complains so much about being poor, and yet he has like 30,000 backpacks of his scattered around New York. Yeah, dude, you're poor because you spent about $3,000 on backpacks.
I'm pretty sure he just found these backpacks.
Still there? Got a robbery a few blocks away.
Maybe he is a menace. Maybe he stole them all.
Part man, part spider.
Maddie Chu asking, will Team 4-Star come to Comic-Con in the UK?
If we're invited.
Yeah. Any...
Okay, everybody, usually I don't say this, but all the people in the UK, try to get us to UK cons.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to bring us out, Taka and I were there for SunnyCon a couple years ago, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really like our UK fans. I would love to go back. I love visiting the UK. I love visiting everywhere. Fuck, Armageddon Expo last year in New Zealand was the fucking bomb.
Hey, fellas.
Spider-Man! Shoot him!
Yeah, basically the way we say it is like if anybody has like a con that they would like us to go to, don't ask us, ask the con.
Yeah.
The con is the one that invites people. And we unfortunately just do not have the... Oh, wow. Oh, he's hanging from the ceiling. I'm like, what happened? Yeah, we just do not have the ability to go to every single con.
More of them? Guys, if you work this
So we
hard
can
on
only...
a legit
We
job, you
prioritize
wouldn't
the
need to
ones
be
that
criminals.
invite us.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, guys. Oh, hey.
You're getting shot a
What's
lot.
up? What's up, guys?
There we go.
All right, Yuri. I'm gonna repair the last.
He's stuck to the open door!
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Been doing a little thinking, Yuri.
He's fucking dead!
Racing's a young man's game, and Spider Cop, well, he's no spring chicken.
Please be going where I think you're going.
As of today, Spider Cop is officially
Have you ever
retired.
accidentally slipped into the voice of a
thank
character you
God.
voice? Oh, all the time. Like right there, I just
We'll
laughed
all
as
drink
Krillin.
tonight, Yuri. Drink to the memory of
I
Spider
mean, I
Cop's
definitely have
tireless-
while trying to come up with
Yuri?
another voice and
Yuri,
then
you
realizing
there?
I only have like 3.
Guess the emotion
Like
of the
when
moment
we did the
overwhelmed
Kobold
her.
one-shot on At the Table, I didn't realize until I'd already pretty much settled on the character voice, oh, this is just Nail, isn't it? Oh, well.
JNNP, thank you for the 1,000 bits, saying just finished part 2, and all I can say is
What?
it's a 3-part. Yeah, we've stated that it's been, we've
Yeah.
said dozens of times so far that it's a 3-parter.
Yeah. I mean, we were a little bit coy about whether or not it was going to be in 3 parts at first, but for the last...
Ever since we committed to it, we've
Yeah.
been stating that for like the past 5 or 6 months.
Weeks.
No, definitely, we've definitely talked about it for
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
There have been 3 update videos that have mentioned it.
Yeah.
Not including the
Oh, yeah,
most
no,
recent one.
You're right. We did commit to the 3-parter. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking about Hellsing. Hellsing is the one we're actually still a little bit wondering about whether or not it's going to be either 2 parts or 1 big part.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still riding for 1 big part, but...
Yeah, I'm not really against that. So
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, like, stuff can happen during the production phase that makes us reevaluate those decisions, but looking strictly at the script, I feel like it would be artificial to cut it in half.
oh, by the way, we've been talking about the epilogue for a while.
Yeah, and the epilogue is going to be an unlisted 4th part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such bullshit. It's okay. Let's be honest. Like, there's
Episo-
5
yeah.
episodes.
People
There's
taking
I
pictures
could
of
have
these
literally
chest
cut
hairs.
this whole episode 60 into 5 parts,
Tools
and there
I
would have
need
been
for
5
super
episodes.
repair at the
No
lab.
problem. This whole 3-part thing
Dr.
is total
Octavius
bullshit to
left
have episode 60. You heard it here first. Second, third. I've said this before.
This is my fault.
Yeah, like
This is my influence.
yeah, like 100%.
Doctor,
But that being
how
said,
did it go with the committee? I'm so
it's
sorry I
a
screwed
big
things
fucking
up.
finale, and I still strongly agree that I still think I made the right call.
oh, absolutely. See, I like.
Should I head back to
Some
the
people
lab
were
to
like,
clean
"Why are you doing this structure?" I'm like, because let us be dramatic, let us be big and bombastic and have some fun.
No. No, there is no fun to be had in making fun of anime. It's serious business.
Sounds like he's left the lab
Please.
for the day. Good
Yeah,
time to
anybody
work on
has
my
anybody wondering why these episodes haven't come out quicker? It's on me mostly, but yeah, go ahead and blame me. But really blame Grant, because I need a scapegoat, you know?
Oh my god, for months, that poor boy. For months.
Yeah, I still strongly believe that episode 60 being in 3 parts as one episode is better as a structure. And I will, you know, you can disagree with me all day long, but I'm still pretty sure I'm right.
I love the fact that I love the fact that part 2 got exported last night and uploaded to YouTube last night.
Yep.
Like, I was still working on that son of a bitch last night. Part 3 is like 90% done. After this, I'm gonna go like finish off all the lip flaps, wait for music, and then do the credits.
And then cry a little.
And then, oh my god, a little?
Well,
Dude, if you think I'm not gonna cry next Friday, then you better be prepared with some tissues, motherfucker.
there are parts in each of these like bits in these episodes that I'm just like, oh yeah, emotional wreckage.
Yeah, I won't lie.
That's what I'm about, by the way.
Yeah.
That's like a huge, like, I fought hard for these emotional scenes.
Yeah, which is usually my thing. Actually, to be honest with you, this is kind of really up my own ass, but I kind of got verklempt during Goku's goodbye.
You
just
did.
watching it. I was like, oh.
That was the scene I fought the hardest for.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no. The scene I fought the hardest for is the Kamehameha in the next episode, or next
Yeah.
part. That is the one I fought the hardest for. This is the one I fought the second hardest for. And that led to some actual yelling matches.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Looks like Doc's gone for the night. Time to sneak in some spider work.
Taka concurs.
Yeah. So, okay, Taka is Mr. More Jokes. And that's
Yes.
fine. We need him.
We need him.
Yeah, absolutely.
prosthetic
He keeps
arm.
us funny. Because there are a lot of times we're like, oh, this big awesome moment, and then Kurt just swoops in like, no, make it
what if
funnier.
Cell said, fuck you, bitch, and then slapped Gohan on the ass? I'm like, you know what? That's funny.
Yep. Wow, oh wow, yelling matches in TFS, that must be loud. Oh yeah.
I am always the loudest.
Although, no, you're not. You don't yell very often.
I don't yell very often, but when I do.
Yeah, it's usually Kurt and me yelling at each
Yeah,
other.
you and Taka yell at each other a lot, and I'm just sitting there like, wait. Okay.
Doc was trying to improve the
In
action
our
of his
yelling
brain.
matches, I definitely yell the least. But when I do... Yeah, come to think of it, in arguments, I don't really yell. I just get intense. By the way, you can pick up... You just can't pick up the ones that look like they're bolted down.
Ah, so I can move this.
Yeah, you can take that out and use it elsewhere if you want to.
Oh, okay. Ah.
My suggestion is using it, like, down there. Because you're going to need to make, like, a little L branch. Because, you know, everybody loves hacking puzzles.
Oh, wait. Like this?
No. Because you need it to go from the green to the
I
orange. See the arrows?
Oh, okay. Oh, and I can rotate.
Yes, you can rotate them too.
Okay.
So I'd start with like a little L branch at the green. No. You see the yellow arrow at the top?
Oh, okay, I
Yeah,
do.
so-
Sorry, yeah. I'm not really paying much attention to this as we're talking. Like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I can do these mindless puzzles if you want. These are easy for me to talk over.
Actually, I wouldn't mind reading the chat if you want to
Yeah,
take
go ahead.
this over.
I'll take that.
Because
Because I already see a mistake you made.
All right, fine. Whatever. I don't care.
Boop, boop, boop.
Fuck you.
Careful, it's heavier than it looks.
I got it.
I'll laugh my ass off if it fell, and then I would have cried because I had to go buy a new one.
I just got a new Lapitoppy. Oh, hey, Jack's Blade.
Hey, how's that new
There we
laptop
go.
working out now that you've had some time with it?
It's good for writing, and
Super
that's
smooth
exactly what I need to
response.
use it for.
Good.
Actually,
Super
one of the
tuned
things I'm planning on is,
prosthetic
since I have a lot of writing coming up, that's exactly what I got. I'm like, I'm going to have a lot of writing coming up, and I really don't want to have to do this all at home. So, would you describe your characters as dialed up to 11 or a view from a different angle on the originals?
A little of both.
Yeah, some of them are completely different characters. Like Popo's completely different. Dende's very different. Guru, Nappa. You have a lot of characters who are very different.
avoid bone
Our
crushing
version of
handshakes.
Cell is actually modern Dub Cell, like ramped up to 11. Modern Dub Cell's a troll. He is such a troll, and I love it. Oh my god.
Specifically, like, not even necessarily modern Dub Cell, but like Xenoverse Dub Cell.
Oh,
I mean, I'd give you a hug if that was my thing.
Yeah,
but...
that was something I did. By the way, poor Curb's got tendinitis.
Yeah, he's one of the ones that does a lot of our lip flaps for us.
Yeah. Right now, Stefan is subbing in. He's doing a very good job, though. So don't worry. Don't worry, Curb. You're not getting replaced, but you've got a good substitute for the time being.
Doc's trying to lower the overall power consumption.
You mentioned wanting to rewrite Gohan with your current knowledge of the series. Oh, where'd that go? Did that suddenly disappear? Huh. Well, I'd like to that question, so I'm going to answer it anyway. Actually, if we were to rewrite him, so there was a scene in the Android Saga where they find the time machine. And Gohan's first instinct is to just be a detective. And he starts getting really nerdy and calling back to a lot of the nerd stuff that he loves. And yes, that. I would make Gohan's character just him being a little nerd.
Way more
and not the kind of nerd that we try to make him, the super smart, knows everything, uses big words nerd. No, the socially awkward but well-meaning nerd.
Which is an important distinction in nerddom.
Yeah.
A couple of folks have asked, will we do a stream for the Hellsing finale? We're going to make those plans when it gets a little closer.
Yeah, we're going to try, most certainly, because we love doing these. Like, we love hanging out with you guys. Watching your reactions live is one of my favorite things on Earth.
Oh, yeah. Ditto.
Yeah. The only thing is, what we also like to do, what we try to do, is have Hellsing done for Youmacon, and trying to do streams, well, cons are happening, can raise logistical difficulties.
A touch.
Yeah. So then it becomes a question of, well, we want to have this stream, but do we want to make people wait another week so that we can also do it at the con? That seems kind of shitty. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll make a decision when it gets a little closer, and we...
Let me be honest with you about something. We actually had the thought of, should we wait to show off the episode at AWA?
And... Sorry, AWA, but we'll still be there.
Yeah, we'll still be there. We'll still be bringing our...
But we aren't going to hold off just cuz.
Yeah. Yeah, which is what it would be. Like, seeing a live audience react to something for the first time is a really cool experience.
It's a treat.
But you're reaching, a couple hundred people versus the 30,000 we can... who can get that same communal, we're all watching this together for the first time experience on Twitch.
Yeah, more people are watching this than watched WrestleMania 1.
Would Android 16's motivational speech and death have been better suited to Trunks? I don't see how. Trunks was willing to do the right thing the whole time. He just couldn't.
Yeah, Trunks just does not have that ability. Also, when would that have come up?
What do we bleep the word fuck?
Graduation.
We just feel like
fuck it.
Because it's fucking offensive.
I interned for Doc in college.
Actually, I think it's just a matter of we don't want Dragon Ball to feel that over the top.
Yeah, we feel Dragon Ball is... Like, this is the heavy distinction between Hellsing and Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is a very... Like, it's a TV PG kind of show. TV MA, maybe.
Yeah.
TV PG-13.
It's called TV 14.
TV 14,
Yeah.
whatever. Whereas Hellsing is definitely TV MA.
Oh, wow.
And that's how we treat the shows, basically.
Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf with the 2,100 bits. When y'all decide to stop uploading Hellsing for Halloween, when that time frame, having to do it on Halloween every time was starting to become a kind of a hassle.
Basically, we try to treat it like our Treehouse of Horror. We try to get it out around Halloween.
It's better that way. It really
the Halloween window.
The holiday season.
Yeah.
It's you.
And then last year,
I don't know. Come on,
Scott was going to Japan for a wedding, and so it was going to be done a couple weeks before Halloween anyway, and we didn't want to show it on Halloween just for the sake of it being Halloween and not let Scott be a part of that.
October is October. Just, everybody else likes spooky. Honestly, doing spooky things on the day of Halloween, kind of blasé. Doing it before Halloween, that's what you're looking for there.
And of course,
everybody's in the Halloween mood before Halloween.
And of course, we lucked out that Friday the 13th happened to land in October that year, so there was another spooky day to use.
Yeah. Oh, hey, some people just got done with part 2 and they're coming on in. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's about 7:25, so.
Yeah, that would be about right.
Man, I won't lie to you. It's frustrating to me that so many of the episodes the 3 parts aren't all the same length. I really wish they were.
Yeah, but that would be like impossible.
Yeah,
pacing wise.
Yeah, I am really glad that our weird internet future has led to things being able to be the length that is best for them instead of having to cram it into exactly 22 minutes so that you have 8 for commercials.
Oh man, imagine if Steven Universe didn't have to wrap all their plot lines up in 11 minutes. Maybe then they wouldn't bungle everything so badly.
There we go, we got the new suit.
Yay! New suit get! Look at this, Spider silver instead of black. Very cool.
It's not a bad looking suit.
Eh.
It's not classic. Like, I'm not saying I prefer it, but it's not a bad looking suit.
I mean, it's not bad looking. I just think the black, red, and black, red, and blue is just. Ooh, 1,000 bits from I'm Justin 1. Anyone at TFS
I'm
a
just
fan?
Justin 1.
Oh yeah, I'm just Justin 1. Anyone at TFS a fan of anything produced by Rooster Teeth? No.
I used to watch, like, I haven't watched their things in a while. I respect them quite a bit as a company.
Yeah,
I don't actually watch much of their stuff.
I've been in more of their stuff than I've watched.
Yeah, I've actually been on. But they make good stuff. It's just not a lot of stuff that I watch.
Yeah, I'm not their target audience.
Yeah.
I used to be, but I am not anymore.
I'll not watch any of their stuff for half a year or 9 months at a time and then binge the fuck out of a bunch of Death Battle in one afternoon.
Death Battle. Death Battle's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun as long as you don't take it too seriously, because it's all bullshit. But once you realize that, like you say, it's fun.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, I think I figured out how Fisk's men are keeping his rackets running. Construction sites.
Wasn't that shut down when he was arrested?
Okay, I won't lie to you.
No, it's one of
I
his
am a
legitimate
31-year-old
businesses.
man, and every time I hear
Multiple
somebody
investors.
say Spider-Man,
You can't act without cause.
I'm like,
But,
what
you
do you
got that,
call
right?
him?
Well,
Spider-Man.
I'm hoping you
I mean, I
can
know
keep
that's
an
his
eye on
name,
the
but
locations. Tell me if you see anything suspicious.
Walking by self, thank you for the nerds rope, by the way.
And thank you for the 15 hundo.
Yes.
these bits are for Scott and everyone who has a part in creating part 2.
Aw, thank you. I have a lesser part. I mean, not like character-wise. I play quite a few characters, but I mean, like, I didn't do as much. Especially this episode.
Iro Jiraiya asks, what's your favorite gaming series that you've made, and what are you looking forward to? Same answer, Hitman.
Hitman was a lot of fun.
Let's see.
Can't believe I was the first one to hit my target on that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we've learned that...
Slow and steady.
Yeah, well, you are also the most adaptable out of anybody in the office when it comes to games.
It's true.
You will pick up a new game and get decent at it way faster than anybody else.
That being said, my skills also stagnate way quicker if I don't play. Hence, I was our bronze medal in our fighters tournament of power, and now I can't hold up to like anybody, which is why last Friday I brought it out because the people on the couch were Goomba, Zito, and Taka. I'm like, I can win here. I feel
why
better
would
about
you
myself.
do that?
Because I want to feel good!
Yeah, I remember talking to Taka on the phone a couple days before he came over, and he was asking what you'd be playing. I said, I don't know, probably some fighters just because it's thematically relevant. And he says, oh no, I'll get my ass kicked.
We played fighters for like a couple of minutes, then we switched over to Gang Beasts, had some fun there, and then for the last stretch we did some Garbido or Boruto Shinobi. It sucks.
Oh, by the way, for those for the guy who mentioned
Yuri,
Vegeta's reaction to Trunks' death, trust me.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh man.
I look forward to that part a lot.
Me too.
Just got a text from Doc.
When are we gonna get Kaiser
Looks
Ben
like he attached an
Monster
ID
Prom
for a
playthrough?
Spidey gadget.
We've talked about
Does
it.
he ever stop inventing?
Of course, right now Scott's priority is Part 3 and then Hellsing, but although
Actually, I'm about to have some time.
yeah, actually, once Part 3 is done, because Stefan's doing the first pass on Hellsing, so
Once part 3 is done, let's just do it because that sounds like fun, and I need fun.
and that one's not a long game as I understand it, so it's something that we can knock out in a couple sessions probably.
Yeah.
This looks like it could work.
Who's playing Spider-Man?
I don't know.
Is that Yuri Lowenthal? I think it's Yuri Lowenthal.
Can't read this. Should have brought my glasses.
Awesome. Doc would be proud.
Wow. Now I can spider ninja. Or just not do that, though.
Guys, what will we do with your free time? I'm actually going on a day trip with Christopher to Austin.
Austin's such a fun city.
Yeah.
What are you doing while there?
Gonna go see a Shakespeare, actually.
Really?
Yeah, 12 nights, was it?
Yeah?
Because
It's a good show.
It's his favorite play, and it's playing
Really?
in Austin, so...
I didn't know that was his favorite play.
Oh, it's his favorite Shakespeare, sorry.
Does he have a favorite play?
He might. I don't think he's mentioned. We don't talk much about... we don't
The
actually...
theater.
Which is funny, because the first date he and I ever went on was actually to see a play, a Yiddish play.
Interesting.
Yeah. He got me drunk on wine, took me to a play.
guys.
He literally dined me. It was actually the first real date I'd ever been on.
Wine, dine, taken from behind. That's how Kaiser goes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Bitch, I know you. I've known you for over a decade.
Spider-Man!
Did Cell get triggered by the board line from Gohan because of the Frieza cells?
Probably.
I mean, I like to think that's part of it.
It's probably the Frieza and the Vegeta.
What'd you say to me, you little shit? Hapless little shit.
Yeah.
He sent a message with a pronunciation guide, and I'm not going to scroll back up for it. Jotnar Moldbeard asks, other than gaming and abridging, what are some of y'all's hobbies? Poker. God, I love poker.
Oh, man. Here's the thing. I'm a writer, I'm a voice actor, I'm an editor,
And I'm a murderer. I'm a triple threat.
I do graphics design,
I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child,
I'm a sinner, I'm also... Okay, I'm not a saint, but...
Look, that's a whole process in the church, all right?
Yeah, but like I have a lot of hobbies. And it's weird because my hobbies are also my job. So it's hard to sometimes.
Isn't that awesome though?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and no.
Because here's the thing, and now I feel like I can't play a lot of video games without
He's
streaming
fucking
them.
dead.
Yep.
I kind of embrace that fact though.
Oh,
Like I am definitely gonna be streaming more of this game.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good problem to have, but yeah, sometimes... Hey, Tyler, come on in.
Oh shit, it's Tyler.
Yeah, get in here.
Go ahead and move some of these nerds rope off this
Howard's
couch.
in the hallway too.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Oh, shit, get him in here too if you want.
how's
Howard,
Bud?
Now you're on the stream. Come on. How is this Spider-Man?
It's the Spiderman. We're just doing Q&A with our Discord.
Yep. Part 2 just went live, so people are watching that or have watched that. Now they're talking to us.
Oh, hey, more guys.
Yep. Tyler, if you're unfamiliar with him, is actually our cameraman for a lot of things.
A number one.
A specifically for FMK. He also deals with like a lot of our news stuff whenever we have that going on. So.
Well, I'll be back.
All right.
I kind of just came to steal some nerds rope.
Well, go ahead.
Please.
Go,
Oh my
There's a
God.
whole open box right
Yeah,
next to
go
you.
for it.
Yeah.
Do
Wait.
it.
Hold on. We don't have a lot. So.
Oh yeah, we don't have a lot.
No. Literally.
We don't
take-
have enough.
Take that box. Take that box.
No, don't take the whole box.
Yes. Take the whole box.
Some of us want boxes.
Are you kidding me?
Fine.
I think we have like 40.
We have at
We
least
have quite
10
a few.
boxes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fucking with you.
Oh shit, get fucked. He's no Brian, but Tyler's cool. Later, sweetie.
And yes, we'll have to put a big disclaimer if we do a Monster Prom playthrough, a big full disclosure. By the way, Tack is in this game.
Yeah, so if that's going to reflect on us in any way.
Yeah.
What?
Tack?
Yeah, Taka's in that.
Oh, Tack is in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, in Monster Pramu.
And is that a dating thing?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Why is this motherfucker sitting up here with an RPG at point blank?
We have so
Is
many.
he suicidal?
We have so many Charleston chews now too.
Great taste.
So Kaiser, do you three think the Pokemon anime might change with the schedule? Die with the schedule change? Is there
What?
a schedule change for? Oh, that's weird.
Was it changed in Japan? Because that's the only way it would die.
I have no idea. No idea what that's about. Although the idea of the Pokemon anime dying,
locked down,
eh.
Captain.
I haven't watched it. Okay, that's kind of a lie.
Finally reported shots fired. Officers inbound.
I did watch
Good
it.
work.
Like I watched it for XYZ. Because that had some really good shit near the end.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can only watch it in Japanese. Not because the dub cast isn't good. They're actually.
I don't have access to it.
Yeah, they've actually gotten
I'm gonna
pretty
find
good.
all of
Like,
Fisk's
good on them.
construction sites.
I can't
Should
stand the dub
recalibrate my
music.
mapping
The
software
dub
to be
music
more
is
accurate.
god awful,
Using a depth-mapped post-process on photos of popular landmarks.
especially in
should do
comparison
it.
to a lot of the really
Just the
good
one
stuff
to
in the
start.
Japanese version.
Oops, looks like I've been missing a couple of bit drops. We got 500 here from Cascadia saying, these are specifically for Gon and his wonderful delivery of the line about viewing power creep vertically instead of horizontally.
Oh man.
What made you guys decide to make Tenshinhan the guy who calls out these things over anyone else?
Because he would be the one. It's so bullshit. He spent his entire life just trying to be like, you know, the best person he can be. He got a third eye, for God's sake. And now, what is he relegated to? Second strongest human?
Yeah. That's actually a long-running thing with Tenshinhan in our version, is that he is trying his best to keep up, but he can't.
By the way, Kagi, episode 60 part 2 is up now. You can go do a Let's Watch whenever.
Occasionally, as long as our little incident escaped the mayor's attention.
We got 1,500 bits here from Prim Pete saying, just watch the episode and it is amazing. EPAM drops 5,000 Tyler bits. And I'm Just Justin 1 drops another 1,000 and says, I'm always curious, what are the couch's favorite Marvel abilities and powers that are not supernatural?
Time to grab a snapshot.
Is Morbius the living vampire supernatural?
Oh, I can equip the camera.
I don't know. I love Spider-Man. I love everything about Spider-Man. Spider-Man's actually my favorite hero.
The Wally West Flash is my favorite hero. I actually noticed that was a question in the chat. Who's your favorite superhero, respectively? Wally West Flash for me. Hold L2 to aim the camera. By the way, the photo mode in this game is like super like in-depth. Not this camera part, but the actual photo taking mode. What do you want me to take a picture of? The fucking building? Okay, here, have the Empire State
That'll
Building.
do it. Map should be recalibrated now.
Empire State Building.
Haven't done much photography since quitting the Bugle. Forgot how much I enjoy it. Should keep an eye out for more landmarks to shoot.
If I take pictures of landmarks that people have already seen, my map gets better.
You know what one of the running jokes in our show that I've appreciated?
Huh.
Yamcha's relationship with Cell.
Just, yeah, Cell just being like, dude, come on.
And him being nice to him. He's the only one who's nice to him.
Hold on. Free orbit. There we go.
It's been something I've enjoyed.
Yeah, this is like really cool.
Oh god, that is cool. You can take Spidey selfies.
Can I change his pose, I wonder? I should be able to.
One would think. Napa the Lovable drops 1,000 bits and says, if you could have any power from fiction, what one would you guys pick?
Space-time manipulation.
Yeah, I can see that. Psychic powers. Either that or flight.
Space-time manipulation just so fucking OP.
Mind reading would be fun. Like,
I would be afraid of that.
I don't know. I think it would be interesting to be able to really get into people's shit.
Selective mind reading. Like, you have 100% control over it.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to. None of that, oh, I can't go...
None of that what women want bullshit.
Oh my god. I remember that movie.
Peace. All right.
Huh. It's Mr. Lee.
I did not watch it. The trailers did.
Yeah, I
not a
never
whole lot.
saw it either.
I saw it as a kid.
Why? Like I know it came out when we were kids, but
Oh, sure thing.
I don't know.
Just let me know when you're
It
ready.
was
and
it
I'll
was
swing
probably on
by.
HBO or something.
Great.
and your family had the premiums.
Oh yeah, my parents. What? My parents always had cable.
I haven't seen this. That's pretty great.
That's
is pretty
pretty
good.
adorable.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think that controller was finished charging. It was pretty dead before.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got his little mask on again. Oh,
That's adorable. This attention to detail is the fucking best.
right.
Hey Kaiser, is part 3 going to drop next week? I don't know.
Okay, got some
I
time
mean,
to kill.
part 1
what's
dropped
happening out
last
in the
Friday.
city.
Part 2 dropped this Friday.
That's really coincidental. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
That's neat. That's a weird thing for that to happen 2 weeks in a row at the exact same day.
On the exact same Twitch channel. The follow button. Excuse me.
Please respond. Incident is active near Grand Central.
But nah, it's not coming out until 2020. We made the joke! Anyway.
This is hilarious. Oh my god.
I can't believe you just called Taka like that.
Huh?
Taka said 2020.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm a joke thief now.
That's cute, he said now.
As opposed to stealing it from the other comments and stealing a billion other jokes. Or taking credit for stuff. I don't know.
That is.
Like I said, I have like really bad memory because I've been concussed a number of times. So I have a hard time remembering which parts I came up with, which parts I improved upon. It's this huge muddled mess of information in my brain when it comes to my own past. And I am sure that is going to be a way bigger problem in the future, but that's not something that I want to dwell on.
All units 1030. Armed
Oh
robbery in
man,
progress.
this timer program won't let you use 3 digits for hours. I can't start a countdown.
By the way, I am the kind of guy who wanted to look over at Nick and say, Nick, you haven't said anything for like a minute. What's up?
I am the worst, like, when I get into a panicky state when high. Because my brain instantly goes to, am I remembering this, or am I existing right now? That is where my brain goes.
All units, civilians need help.
Psychronia asked, what would be the first thing you'd try if you could use key? Close beam.
I would, if you don't
It would
think,
save you a lot of money. Nukoris, thank you for gifting 5 subs, bro.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
if you think I wouldn't try to do the Kamehameha, first thing I'd do.
I would start to try to do my own techniques. God, there was this one part, like, going back on my relationship with Masako and Vegeta 3986, they were actually one of the, like, some of the guys that introduced me to the concept of role-playing. Like, not D&D role-playing. Well, kind of D&D role-playing. It's like D20 sort of role-playing. Just not with the D&D formula. But Vegeta set up like a super homebrew, let's play through Dragon Ball Z as your own characters type thing. And I'm like, ooh, can I come up with my own techniques? He's like, fuck yeah. I'm like, awesome. So I made a Namekian named Base, who was, you know, sent to Earth to protect Piccolo, or sent to Earth to protect Kami, along with him. And then Piccolo Jr. killed him. But it's okay because he resurrected as an egg, and the Red Ribbon Army kept him. But then Goku set him free because he blew up their base. Anyway. The technique I came up with was this, like, it traps the enemy in a ball of energy, and he creates, like, javelins of energy, and he throws the javelins at the ball, and then when he's all done, they explode.
Nice.
Pincushion of pain is what I called it.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my try-hard little, I can make DBZ characters, too.
Those asking, by the way, about the fate of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, stay tuned to the end of part 3, and you will know.
Yeah, you will know. You will know
Not doing
soon.
much coverage.
Ish.
I should look for more towers to activate.
Ooh,
Ah, pain cushion's way better. Damn it.
Oh.
Ah, if only I had more edge.
Okay, don't worry. We're a worse writer then. It's okay. It's all right.
We've established that.
I know. But
I made Yu Yu Hakusho abridged.
I know, but I like saying that I used to be worse to make me feel better. What are some scenes that you wish you could have kept that Scott wouldn't let you keep? I know that Kurt has one. I know Kurt has one bad, and he brings it up every chance he can.
I will bring up his for him since he is not here. In the History of Trunks movie, we were originally pitching around the idea of Bulma fucking Gohan.
Yup.
We even had the deleted scene made for it.
Yup.
But we thought, nah, that might go too far. Too funny.
Yeah, it's too funny.
It's too funny. We can't do it.
I'm sorry that I thought this woman who's literally 20 years older shouldn't have sex with the son of her childhood friend.
Oh, Tuck, I was with you on it for a while. Stop calling that a lie.
Actually, yeah, Nick was more on.
For real, dude. Like, don't. I know I have a bad memory, but that, like, it bugs me when you call shit out like that.
I mean, we ultimately came down.
Yeah, I came to Kaiser's side on that one, yes. But I was definitely with you in the beginning on it.
Yeah, and I remember that. I had to put my foot down. I was like, yeah, they're both adults, but you know, you can get kind of gross, man. That's gross. That's gross. Don't have sex with the son of your best friend who you grew up with. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I must find crime.
Please proceed to Koreatown.
18 is the hottest Dragon Ball MILF? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess.
Although, God help me, Bulma Super comes close. Who would have thought that somebody with, like, cowboy boots on, and jeans, I'm like, huh, you know what, actually.
I'm sorry, like, Boo series Bulma, red dress Bulma is my aesthetic. Obviously, best Dragon Ball, like, obviously the waifu for me for Dragon Ball is Android 21, you know, the non-canon one. But she's got things that the other girls don't.
Fisk brought all the small timers out of the woodwork.
2 big ones. And a tail.
I'll text Yuri the location.
Hey, look, if you have to ask my opinion of whether or not Bulma was sleeping with Gohan is funny, yeah, sure, it's funny. It just did not outweigh the gross factor for me.
I mean, look, dead babies are funny, but you can't eat them. They got all those tiny little bones.
Yeah, but that's the best part, actually. They're not finished developing, so they're chewy.
Oh, my God. By the way, I was fully expecting you to say, yeah, I mean, dead babies are funny.
All units, civilians need help at the scene of the fire. Report
Just-
location is Chips Bay. Over.
Oh, we got D339F2057 with the 1500 bits, and I could not read that because his name was too long.
What's the funniest anecdote each of you have since TFS started?
Oh, the funniest. That's a question. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I haven't thought about that.
Mine... Oh, man. This is tough.
I mean, anecdote from... I mean, there's so many ways to answer that.
I'm trying to think of which ones I can actually talk about. Like, that's the thing. I got power bombed by the Bullet Club at fucking New Zealand.
That is pretty cool.
But that's just cool. That's not funny. That was like, yes, fucking check that off my bucket list. Seriously though, on my bucket list was take a bump in a wrestling ring, and I fucking did it. Almost broke my neck, but I fucking did it.
Woo!
I mean, look, I'm sitting here racking my brain for something other than that one Youmacon story that I know you're both sick of.
That is a really good anecdote, though.
Which one?
Oh, the good for you one.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Peace, dude.
Later.
Adios.
Yeah, so they put Scott and I in a hotel room together, and this was a hotel room that was clearly made for couples. Because
well, either that or they just did not understand what they had done.
Maybe. Because the bathroom
They didn't
door...
put you with one king, did they?
No.
No.
Okay, because
So-
that leads into a different anecdote.
Yeah. Because, yeah, the bathroom door was this, like, frosted glass that was basically entirely transparent. And I, not really thinking twice about this, I hang my shirt up as I'm taking my shower on the inside of the door so that the steam can knock the wrinkles out.
And of course, I'm sitting at the desk, which, let's say the door is to my left as I'm sitting at the desk typing.
I am the door.
I look over, and if you're standing like more than 2 feet away from that window, the frost is enough to obscure stuff. But if you were standing up against that window pane, you can see everything.
Yep.
And so I'm just sitting there. I look left. He's hanging up his shirt with no pants on, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, I go back to my work because I'm not going to peep on one of my friends while they're changing. And then he finally gets a shower. He comes out.
And I see him, like, eyes ramrod straight, not looking left or right. Very...
But it was too late.
Yep.
He saw
Yes,
everything.
I've seen everything.
And he says to me, hey, Ben, so for next time, that door doesn't leave much to the imagination. And also,
Good for you. I don't know what that little icon is. I think it's a little bunny or something, but it's adorable.
oh, that Iro Jiraiya was just using it just there?
Mistake.
Oh, mistake. Oh, I don't know that one either.
But yeah,
All units 1034. Repeat, assault reported.
which is funny. Now we go to the gym, so I see him naked like
Yeah.
3 times a week.
I think we're going to gym 3 times a week now.
Yeah.
Whee! Whoop. God, traveling in Spider-Man games is so satisfying when they get the web thing done good.
Yep.
I can words.
Yeah, he's not British enough to call his dick Big Ben.
Ben from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I
Yeah,
wish
we're just
you
gonna
could
have this
manage
conversation while
terrible
Spider-Man is
anger
standing right next
Hey
to us.
guys, look, it's Spider-Man.
from a place of concern.
Hey Spider-Man, do a
This is
flip.
common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger.
I've never.
I'm full
Oh,
of
oh,
love.
okay. All right, the joke.
I call
All
out
right, I get it.
injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity.
Which breed of dog is
because
best breed?
I adore this city, and I want it to be better. What you
Your
hear
dog.
in my voice,
Whichever dog is yours is the best breed.
nothing but love.
I can say that distinctly because I don't know what the fuck Mr. Steak is, but he's best dog. Because he's my dog.
I've been getting texts from numbers that I don't have on my phone.
Did you get a new number at some point?
Well,
Or a
no.
new phone?
No, it's just I've met a lot of people at cons who have given me.
Oh, you
their-
just passed your number around?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so I'm getting a lot of, dude, that episode, man, bruh, dude, guy, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I'll check our prior conversations, see if I remember who you are.
Man, I barely even accept Steam friend requests, mostly because I don't play multiplayer games.
I'm playing Spy Party.
Yeah, it's nothing like. By the way, for anybody that adds me as like a friend list on something, nothing against you. I don't play very many multiplayer games.
Yeah,
Like, so I rarely accept them to begin with.
I used to accept just about everything
Same.
on Steam just because, on the theory that, well, I might want to play multi and it would be good to have a long friends list so that I have people to play with. And yeah, that I had to prune that when I started doing stuff with TFS Gaming. Actually, it was the Civilization stream getting that set up and realizing, oh god, I can't find any of the people I actually want to play with right now.
Yeah.
Why would I be giving my number away so carelessly? Well, every con I go to, like, I either get to, I used to get to know our handler, or I would meet people.
Remember Gay Steve?
I remember Gay Steve.
Gay Steve's the fucking best.
Gay Steve was our handler for the first time at which con? Was that St. Louis?
Anime St. Louis.
Yeah, Anime St. Louis.
Holy shit, Spider-Man can swim!
Oh, damn!
Nice. And we call him Gay Steve because his name was Steve and he was very gay.
And he wasn't the only Steve we knew at the con.
Yeah, actually there was another Steve. So he was Gay Steve.
The other guy was not Straight Steve because we met Straight Steve first.
And I've known him for a while. I see him every once in a while too. I remember one time
That's right.
I ran into a homeless-looking guy at the airport and I was like,
These
wait a
parties
second,
gonna
I
start
know that
soon."
homeless-looking guy, Gay Steve.
And then, I think I tweeted back at you with like Kaiser mindlessly browsing Grinder at the airport. What the fuck? All right, shrug.
Just how gay is Gay Steve? He talked about getting hand jobs at a gay
Bathhouse.
bathhouse at dinner. At dinner, at a Mexican restaurant
In St. Louis.
in St. Louis.
Are you
Missouri.
fucking criming in the middle of Central Park? What's up? What are you even do? Oh, he has a gun.
Today just got more rich.
Guys, come on.
Open fire!
He's not now homeless. I saw him at an airport in the terminal.
Yeah, so at the very least, he lives there.
Yes, he lives inside of the terminal. It's crazy.
Ow, fucker. Sure you can.
Oh yeah, are you excited about Clone Wars coming back?
A bit. I mean, like, it's literally there just to promote Disney's streaming service, which, hey, I'm cool with. Like, I don't mind. Promote your shit, guys. Like, but I don't know. Like, it had such a definitive ending that I'm like, why do you need this? Other than to, you know, get people to buy your streaming service since you can't have any of your Star Wars movies until, like, 2025 or something.
Yeah.
Because Fox owns them.
1 million before midnight? Unlikely. Part 1 didn't get 1 million until the morning after. But that would be cool.
This one did go up earlier, though.
It did. So guys, hey, get us 1 million before midnight and we'll, I don't know.
Release part 3 at some point.
Yeah, yeah, you know what? Yeah.
If you won't, we'll probably do it anyway, just because we feel like we want to. And also because we love you. Who put this eyesore of a fucking tower in the middle of Central Park? Can I visit the Trade Center Memorial in this game?
Can you?
Like, I'd have to be able to, right? Because it exists.
Oh man. Let's go see.
I'd be sort of surprised if you couldn't.
You get there, the Twin Towers are there. Huh.
This has been in development for a long time. A very long time.
Look, this was going to be Spider-Man 2.
Incident was reported in Central Park.
Incident reported in Central Park. Oh no. Not Central Parker.
Hey, strike a pose!
Alright, let's see. I think I need to go down to... It's definitely the harbor. I think I should be able to see the Statue of Liberty from there, so let's head that way. Once I get my bearings. Yep, there's Fisk Tower.
Yeah.
God, not even subtle with the allegory.
As I
Oh good,
warned,
JJ's got another
Nostradamus
piece.
After Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk
Sanosuke
without
DA
preparing
asks,
for
any
combat,
plans for Halloween costumes this year?
I haven't been in costume and I don't even know how long.
I'm
Oh wait, no, I did it last year. I was Emperor Palpatine. I went to the Senate.
kind of have ideas. Kind of have ideas. Maybe I'll get back to you on that one.
Come to Youmacon, you'll find out.
Where's Ellis Island?
When a businessman
Meet
is
me outside, how about
afraid to
that?
make an honest-
Meet me at Youmacon. How about that?
Abada.
Weren't you listening?
Does that person still exist?
What's the problem?
No, they're dead.
Oh.
Yeah,
Forgive
they
me
died.
for raising my
Tragic.
voice.
Yeah,
I'm a motor.
someone met him outside. Went very
Sure,
poorly.
our car
Oh, no.
seems shaken. Let's let him go. I'm fine. Goodbye.
Oh, don't even test me. Like, if I were given the option and the, you know, the rights to do Star Wars, the Clone Wars abridged, first of all, that would be a nightmare because I don't even know how you'd edit such a thing. Because 3D animation, much different beast. But man, would I be interested.
Wait, the Catch Me Outside girl is dead? No. I mean, probably not. I don't know. Who cares?
If we
Apparently
did,
she's a rapper now.
No.
if we did do Clone Wars abridged, I'd want to be Obi-Wan, Yoda, and the Senate. Although somebody else would probably end up playing the Senate. Just because I probably don't have a good voice for it.
She is a rapper.
But for the record, Palpatine is my favorite Star Wars
Mac
character.
Lethal is dead and that bitch is a rapper? God damn. Also, rest in peace, Mac Lethal. Fuck. Fucking kids, don't do drugs except for LSD and weed, okay? Just
Do the
don't.
safe drugs.
Yeah, do the ones you can't fucking OD on, okay? God damn.
And the one you're prescribed. Definitely do those.
Well, yeah.
Not too much of them.
Yeah, not too much. And
The amount you're supposed to take.
yeah, and be wary about the amount you take. But yeah.
Also, get an ethical doctor to do those prescriptions. 'cause
Yeah.
There's some dudes out there who will give you some shit.
Wait, is Mac Lethal not Mac Miller?
Alright, so
I looked them up. Are they different? Because if Mac Lethal's not Mac Miller, then I'm happy about that. I mean, oh, okay, cool. Okay. All right. Well, that makes me feel better.
need to find a fucking bridge.
That makes me glad. Glad Mac Lethal's still alive. Although, rest in peace, Mac Miller. I know he had fans. I thought they were the same guy for a minute there.
Because they both have a Mac name.
Well, yeah, and obviously his last name's not actually Lethal, so I just thought it was Miller.
Conman55 drops 1,000 bits and says, Lanny, why can't you be George Lucas for Halloween this year? Climb up the evil ladder.
Oh boy.
You could do it.
That man was you could do a lot worse than George Lucas. That man was a fucking brilliant businessman.
Brilliant businessman, and only that he like
A brilliant businessman.
Yeah,
But an average filmmaker.
Yeah. But they fucked, like, Fox is the one that fucked up there. Oh, yeah, no, sure, we'll let you keep the merchandising rights, whatever. Idiots. I mean, good for George Lucas.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that he made money off of his property. That's good. But wow. Holy shit.
Well, no, I'm talking about the fact that he, like, bled Star Wars and just, like, took all of it and then sold it for $3 billion.
Which then turned around and made its money back.
Yeah, but guess what?
Oh,
He
yeah.
has $3 billion.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that was a bad move. No, that was the exact right move. Oh, wow, we're talking about chemistry.
Oh, $4 billion. I'm sorry. I was off by $1 billion. I'm sure, well, that $4 billion was taken in taxes, so whatever. Plus, George Lucas isn't actually, like, a bad guy. There was a point where he was, like, just trying to, like, make a studio in the middle of an area, and, like, all these fancy California homeowners were like, no, you can't do that. It'll decrease the property value. He's like, all right, fine. Sells it to, like, decides to make low-income housing there instead.
Yeah, George Lucas was never a bad guy. I mean, we may all disagree with him on things that he's done with his properties, but he's never a bad guy. Like,
I mean, he might have been. I don't know him.
Okay.
Could have been a dick.
As far
he doesn't
as,
seem like an asshole.
Yeah.
Look, we all disagreed with Ewoks.
I was young enough to like him, so
I still don't have a problem with them.
I probably would if I went back and watched, but
I was
don't
even
know.
young enough to not really like the Gungans when they first came out, so it's whatever.
I thought the
So that was
the porgs were only a little bit too much in the new movie, but
I don't even think they were too much. I thought they were adorable and they were definitely all over the place, but they weren't like in your face like the Gungans were.
there was only one scene I wish there had been less porgs, and it was during an actual big dramatic scene.
Yeah.
But otherwise, porgs were fine. They had some funny scenes. I just really, honestly, as cynical and bad as it is, I really wish that Chewie had just looked him in the eye and slowly taken a bite. Because I feel like Chewie doesn't give a shit about that. Making Chewie give a shit about it seemed weird.
Also, dude,
Chewie's a very kind Wookiee.
that porg's already dead. Not eating it's not going to bring it back, and it's delicious.
Yeah, exactly.
Little tiny owl chickens.
I mean, we're going to assume that it's delicious, but it looked pretty tasty, if I had to be
Look.
honest.
This is a hell of a
Chewie
fucking
has
sprint.
standards, I assume. See, what I wanted Chewie to do was offer it to the little porg and then have like them silhouetted sharing it against the sunset.
That would have been even better. They ruined Luke in the new movie? No, they didn't.
They didn't ruin him. They definitely took him in a different direction, though.
I love the way they took him.
I like parts of the way they took him. I like him being a grumpy old man. I don't like him, like, being, like, a jerk. I like him being, like, a, them silhouetted sharing it against the sunset. That would have been even better. They didn't ruin him. They definitely took him in a different direction, though. I love the way they took him. I like him being a grumpy old man. I don't like him having like thinking that murdering Kylo was a good idea. I don't like that at all.
For a moment.
Yeah, but the fact that he even turned on his lightsaber at all is like, no I don't buy that for a moment.
That makes 100% sense to me. After everything that had happened in his
yeah,
life.
but you liked Leia's fucking Nosferatu float in space too, so.
I did like that scene, and I think people who didn't like it are sad.
I am sad, but that's not the point.
Look, Scott, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Look, it looks silly. Like I'll be the first to say it looks kind of silly. I loved it.
And that's fine. Like, I am never going to stop somebody from liking something they like. I have my opinions. I'm very opinionated. And, yeah, I did not think it looked very good. I thought it looked silly. It made me laugh.
You know what's weird? No matter what, everybody who's seen the movie, whether they liked it or hated it, still like Kylo Ren. They still like Kylo.
Because he's like, despite not having any motivation for his character, still one of the most interesting pieces.
Well, there's motivation on paper. The things that he says and does, he explains it.
Yeah, but he goes against everything he says.
How so?
I mean, okay, tell me, what are Kylo Ren's motivations? What does he want? What's his goal?
He's basically trying to take down the systems that built the universe as they were. He wants to wipe away the Jedi, but I think also kind of the Sith. He's it's basically anarchism.
Don't want to miss May's
Okay.
party.
Why does he follow Snoke?
If you'll notice, he kills Snoke.
Oh yeah, I know.
Because he's trying to use them to get to the place where he needs to. Like he wants to be the most powerful so he can wash away the past.
So his ideology is burn the system down and rebuild it from the dust?
Basically, yeah. And it's something that I can appreciate in this day and age, that is his motivation. I feel like it's wholly intentional that he's like, when he looks at fucking Rey and says, kill the past, or no, let the past die, kill it if you have to. That's spectacular. That's such a good line. It's such a good motivation for some angry kid, because yeah, that's what a lot of angry young people have. Like that's the thing going through their mind right now, is they're dealing with a fucked up society and fucked up issues.
Yeah. I guess like my biggest problem with episode 8, which I still, by the way, enjoy. I still enjoy episode 8. It didn't need to have a B plot. Finn and Rose. Okay, first of all, Rose didn't need to exist.
Okay, yeah, all right. You know what? I'm gonna give you 100%. As much as I liked Rose as a character, everything surrounding her was like, you are
the fucking worst.
Yeah, no. And by the way,
I feel bad for the actress. I feel real bad.
Yes.
You get hired on. You're in Star Wars. Yes, amazing. Oh no, I'm the worst character.
Yeah.
I am the C-3PO.
And here's the thing. She's not a bad character. She's cute and funny.
But her plot is awful.
Her plot is
her motivation is terrible.
Yeah. Oh, her motivation's fine. But again, the problem is there's nothing, like, she comes in the second movie.
They have nothing for her. They could have easily, like, they could have had that entire plot just be Finn and it wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah, or have it be with Poe. Like, you don't need Rose.
Also, but Poe was busy learning the valuable lesson that being part of the Rebel Alliance is all about unquestionably listening
unquestionable
to authority.
loyalty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the fuck the C plot, by the way.
Yeah, C plot's a mess. Even though you can like go through mental gymnastics to lay it on paper on why it makes sense.
The Martin effect.
Yeah. Oh damn.
No, you can jump through and see like, yeah, no, they think there's a mole on board, so they don't want to give away the plan. Fine.
Yeah,
Okay, I buy that.
Make this stuff obvious.
However,
yeah, this is Star Wars. If the broad strokes of the plot can't be written in crayon, you fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not Star Trek. As much as I am a Star Wars fan, I understand that Star Trek is much better thought out.
Although
it's actually not.
But it seems like it.
Yeah. it talks a good game, but speaking as probably the biggest Star Trek fan in the room, a lot of it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah. But that's Star Trek. Like, and you accept that. You accept that and you roll with it.
Yeah. I mean, I've come to realize that I actually don't want Star Trek to be good. I want it to be goofy and campy.
Yay. And that's why a lot of people got into the Orville.
Which is now doing better than
Discovery.
Yeah, Star Trek Discovery.
I was going to say
rip the Kelvinverse.
Somebody said, and I hear a lot about this, about how some people thought that Return of the Jedi, or I'm sorry, The Last Jedi was nihilistic, it's really not. Like, a lot of people say, like, it's a mean-spirited, or, you know, it ruined some characters. I'm like, yeah, but look, it gave Luke a fantastic ending.
It gave Luke a little bit of nihilism, and
It did. But here's the thing. That nihilism is the enemy.
he's like, I will admit, the way Luke went out, I dug. It's like totally about the Jedi philosophy, but he did literally nothing with Rey, and that really disappointed me. Also, one thing that super disappointed me that I was really hoping for after they introduced her with, like, you know, a bow staff, I'm like, oh, cool, we're going to get another staff, like a saber staff wielder.
Mark Hamill hated. No, he didn't.
He was not a fan of it.
Yeah, but
he is on record saying he's not a fan of it.
He's also on record saying that he loved the final product.
He's on record saying that after they're paying him to go on press releases.
I mean,
so take that for a grain of salt.
All right, call him a liar. But if he's a liar, then his opinion doesn't matter.
Well, I am saying his initial opinion is probably a little bit more highlightable at that point.
But then who cares? If he's the kind of guy who can be swayed by money, then I don't care about his opinion. Boom.
I mean, when you're paid to be an actor in a movie, it's not
Yeah.
good business to go around shitting on that movie.
Yeah,
That's not
exactly.
being
Like
a liar, that's
I
being a
disagree. I
professional.
disagree with you 1,000% here.
Then don't.
You're being a professional at that point. You're trying to sell a product that is making you money.
Yeah, and here's the thing. He could have not said anything at all, but again, if you go out of your way and like if you state your opinion on the thing and then go back on it, then why should I listen? Like, what is your actual opinion? I can't know.
Well, he gave his opinion.
I mean, he gave his opinion twice. Like, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm just saying it's pretty easy to tell which one might be the real one and which one is, oh, okay, here's a couple $1 million for this press tour.
I also know that the film wasn't finished by the time he gave his opinion.
And remember, his vision of, like, remember, he gave two opinions. His thought was, I thought they treated Luke wrong. That is one opinion. The final product was good. That's another opinion. Two different things, by the way.
Well, you might be right. Although, again, at the end of the day, while he might play Luke, he's not the end-all, be-all, like, opinion on who Luke is.
No, that's true. And
Well,
that would
course
be the
not.
Disney
I am.
Corporation that paid
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the Disney Corporation that paid $3 million for it. To be the be-all, end-all on who Luke is.
But I do want to say that people who found that stuff to be nihilistic, if you watch the movie, nihilism's the enemy. Nihilism is the ultimate enemy in the movies.
What the fuck? Who has the fucking sharp shot?
I know, right? Oh,
What the fuck?
damn.
Fucking Deadeye!
Yeah, Sniper
Yeah.
McGee over there. I didn't know Widowmaker was in this game. What the fuck?
God damn. Hawkeye got a part-time. Holy shit.
Yeah. So if people find...
Look, I've got opinions on Star Wars. Some hot takes, some less hot takes.
Yeah, but they're fun to talk about.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I liked where they wound up by the end with the idea being like, hey, you, kid with a mop handle whose life sucks, you could be the next dope Jedi. Like, I
Yeah.
like that idea. I think the way they got around to it was often clumsy and at its worst, kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I dig it. I think the worst part of Episode 8 to me, aside from the B-plot, like, fuck the B-plot in its ass entirely, and the C-plot. A-plot was fine. Rey and Kylo, fine.
See,
But here's my problem with the ending. It does not have a second act ending. It does not lead into a third act. It is an open-ended book that's like, anything can happen from here, so join us for Star Wars 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It is no longer a trilogy.
Kinda.
Yeah,
I mean...
I think what we're realizing is that it was never a trilogy. They had no plan. They had no direction or arc for it.
Oh, yeah.
They're
And
just
that's
making
my biggest problem.
serialized
I
movies.
like my little 3-act trilogies. Make your trilogies. Just do that. Just have episode 7, 8, 9 come back maybe 2 or 3 years later. I don't care. I know it's not going to be as long from this point forward. Disney's got to make that cheddar.
Yeah, who would have guessed that they were going to royally fuck up these movies?
Like, I don't think it's royally fucked. I think episode 9 can redeem this stuff, but man, did they leave it in a spot where, boy, you got a lot riding on episode 9. Like, that is where episode 8 left off. Because my opinion on episode 8 is entirely dependent on how episode 9 comes out. And that is the worst part of it. It is a movie that I cannot judge until I see how what it does is affected.
Oh shit.
Looks like we lost, or I need to relog in, I guess. There you go. I don't mind going a little overtime here. I mean, we're already overtime.
Man,
Thoughts
yeah.
on Snoke? I really hope we get something on him. Like, I'm intrigued. Where the fuck did he come from? Where did he get all these resources? Where did he get a fucking planet to make a fucking star killer out of?
Actually, so
Who is this man?
I have opinions on that one, which are more controversial.
I really doubt. I can't imagine what the satisfying answer to those questions would
I'm
be.
sure they're all in the books, and they're books that I do not have time to read.
That being said, so you know what? Notice how you said-
Taka's got it. He won it on the gambling planet.
So you know how you said I don't know what the satisfying answer to any of that is?
Huh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't either. But that's not Snoke's point.
Because he has none.
Then he shouldn't have existed.
Probably in the kitchen getting ready for
Like
the
I
party.
can tell you his point. It's pretty.
What's his point?
Here's the thing. Nobody likes what his point is because they don't like the idea of what this movie did. It's supposed to kind of... Okay, it's not even supposed to kind of be. It's basically meta-commentary. A lot of it is, hey, we're going to take a look at the history of Star Wars and then subvert it and commentate on it and change it.
That is such a dangerous move that they did.
I mean, look, I'm not going to disagree. But it's something that resonated with me. The reason I like the film is that it is, and not as blatantly as it could have been, but I still think maybe a little on the nose, commentary on its past, where you have Snoke, this guy who's training his successor. Well, obviously that's Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader. So what do you do with that? Do you actually take the time to build up Snoke, or do you kill him by subverting expectations and then be like, no, fuck him, I'm the guy. I'm like the entire thing with Snoke. With Rian Johnson, I don't know what J.J. Abrams.
What
was
you're
planning.
describing right now is a worse KOTOR 2.
You know, actually, people have compared that. People have made that comparison. Actually,
I'm not surprised because that's what it sounds like. What you're describing.
Yeah. Which, yeah, you're not. It is not unfair to make that comparison because other people certainly have. But yeah, Snoke is like when Rian Johnson approached this, he's like, nah, fuck this. Snoke's dumb and boring. Like he's basically just a uglier, bigger version of the Emperor. Why are we doing this again? So
and I think that's fine when you're the poor schmuck who's tasked with taking what 7 gave you and doing something with it. But it just goes back to the same problem, which was that there was no cohesive plan for this character or this story.
Yeah. I got a question here from Shade ED. Favorite game and movie of 2018? I know we're still kind of going here, but my favorite game, hands down, God of War. Hands down.
I haven't played it yet.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I bet.
Does Link to the Past randomizer count? No. Thing that actually came out in 2018, at least here in the U.S., God, guys, Dragon Quest XI is so fucking good.
I wish I had more time for like just a JRPG.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that if you're gonna enjoy it, you have to wrap your head around the fact that this game is a slow burn. It's not gonna be the only game that you're playing. It's like play for a half an hour or 45 minutes before bed. Like that's how I've been treating it. It's a bedtime story, and the fact that it's long as shit is not a knock against it. It's, oh good, I'm gonna have a bedtime story for like the next year.
Horses.
That's fair.
Everybody at some point.
Favorite movie, on the other hand, is harder for me.
Maybe I would take some of this down. It's embarrassing.
Like the one that sticks with me a lot, that I think about a lot, is probably Infinity War, just because, like, holy shit, I can't believe that after all that build-up, they really knocked that shit out of the park. But I think the best movie that I've seen, like, movie that I think I will buy and show my kids someday, Bo Burnham's 8th Grade.
Ooh, I need to see
really,
that.
really good.
Yeah? Okay,
Very
cool.
good. Still in release in, it still has release in theaters, so if it's in your area, definitely go and see it. It's very poignant, especially if you have children in middle school. Like, that is for a guy our age, he kind of gets the idea of like being a 15-year-old girl. I cannot understand it. Like I was talking to Erica after the movie, and she's like, "Wow, like he caught a lot of that stuff." Like a lot of the feelings.
Hey, Martin, so sorry I'm late.
You were right on time. Just keep her distracted while we get everything ready.
Yeah, Bo Burnham is an artist. He is my, like, he is an
Hey, here's my favorite
inspiration,
aunt.
to be honest.
Peter,
Like
I'm
that,
surprised.
Need some help?
I don't need, like, he's not ahead of his time,
There are some
but
heavy balls.
man, is he right for his time.
Not yet. I mean, I came to,
By the way, what did you guys think of Deadpool 2?
That was all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
it did everything that I expected.
I think it had some really good jokes.
I thought it had, like, yeah, no, it was
But-
funny.
Are you
I
in
enjoyed
trouble?
the movie. I just,
Do you need money?
no.
It's one of those things that I enjoyed while it was watching it,
No,
and
no,
then
no,
as
no,
soon
no,
as
no,
it was
no.
done, I
Girl
couldn't have told you much
problems
about
again.
it.
yeah, I
still
watched
wish
it,
you and MJ could
I
work
enjoyed it,
things out. She's a
and
good
I'm like,
girl.
okay,
She
I'll
is.
see the third one. That was how I
Two
feel.
of you would make some beautiful
I
babies.
don't think I'll buy Deadpool
Peter,
2. I don't own Deadpool 1 either. I
What
don't
is
think
it?
I'd buy that either. But I enjoyed them.
Come on.
I have Deadpool.
can
Oh
tell
yeah, Amir Ramani actually bought me a dance pad and Deadpool 2 off my
few
Amazon
years.
wish list. I should have
Aw.
mentioned that.
You helping me through college and working here.
Which, thank you for the dance pad. I need it. I
Sacrificing
put on
so
some
much
weight and
and
I feel bad
for
about it, and so I'm gonna get back
just
to the
wish there were more
DDR
people
because
like you
that's how
there.
I lost weight before.
He's right.
Oh, little roundabout from
5
our
years ago,
previous
you walked
discussion
in
on
here
superheroes.
and told me you
Kaiser,
were
what's your
inspired by
favorite
my mission
DC
to help out.
superhero? And for me, what's my favorite Marvel
It's you.
superhero?
Who inspires me?
Yeah, I guess I already said my favorite Marvel.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I know, swapped around. Mine was
Many
Wally
more
West
years
Flash
to
for DC.
Gosh. What is my favorite DC hero? I guess, I mean, I really do love good Batman is great. Bad Batman is the
Thanks again for
worst.
setting all this up.
Batman in his own
just wish I knew
standalone
more.
graphic
Well, he's
novels,
always told me
pretty
if you
damn
help
good.
someone-
Long Halloween,
help everyone.
Dark Victory.
The animated series,
Now,
dude.
maybe we should send
Yup.
me to
Fuck
City Hall
yeah.
to have a word with the mayor.
I gotta run.
probably Wolverine,
thanks again
Logan.
For the party and everything. It really means a lot.
Like he's such a cool character.
Also, good Superman can be really
Voicemail
like
from
inspiring.
Murray. Should check it out.
I gotta.
Superman written well is good. It's a shame we haven't gotten a movie like that in a while.
Yeah. I remember Angry Joe shaking me violently in his apartment or in his house when I said that I hated Man of Steel.
He's just a die-hard Superman guy, though.
Yeah, he's a super duper Superman fan.
I mean, I remember liking Man of Steel, but
I thought it was okay, but it was one of those okays where it's like, I probably would, if I dwelled on it anymore, I'd probably dislike it.
I was about to say I saw it in the theaters. I remember liking it, and I'm sort of afraid to go back and watch it again because I don't want those good memories sullied.
Which one?
Man of Steel.
Yeah, let's be honest. Best Superman is animated series Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. Oh my God.
Animated series / Justice League Superman.
Why did the WB have to ruin us?
Yeah, why did the animated universe have to stop and then restart and be worse?
Oh my God, the new movies they've been putting out are garbage. They're garbage. They're total
I
garbage.
still watch them, but man, are they not as good as the original animated universe.
Dude, I watched the Suicide Squad movie they just released. What a pile. What an absolute pile.
Maybe we're just not in that demographic anymore.
Oh no, they look worse. They're
I believe you.
Yeah.
But I think we're just not in the demographic for those movies now. Maybe.
I feel like that's not true.
Well,
I feel like they're just being made worse. Like I mean, the moment you're lazy and insipid enough to put Superman and Wonder Woman together.
I'll be honest, I don't have a problem with the new movies. I watch them, I enjoy them, but I have a very high tolerance for things that irk you, basically.
Oh, yeah. No, you definitely have a
like I liked Justice League Dark. I don't know why, but I did.
I heard Justice League Dark wasn't that bad.
Okay, then I can't explain why I like it, so sure.
You know what I remember being the coolest thing ever that does not hold up when you go back and watch it?
Huh.
You ever see the HBO Spawn animated series?
Oh yeah, that's one that doesn't hold up very well at all. Oh boy.
I have not. So.
Yeah, it was very much like mid to late 90s, grim dark as shit. It's on HBO so we can show tits and say fuck.
Yup.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That sounds like 13-year-old Lanny's dream.
Oh man.
They're saying fuck and showing tits? Man.
Ooh, is the new Death of Superman movie good? I hear it's a 2-part movie, so if it's good,
Are
then,
they already doing another animated Death of Superman movie?
I mean, it has been over 10 years.
I guess, and the last one was all right though. I thought.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Was it?
Oh no, it was super bad.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, no, it's actually real bad. The script is the worst.
Okay.
I still can't find a cure for cancer.
I don't remember it. I guess. Well, there we go. I'll just finish it there.
Yeah, you don't remember it. Trust me. Meanwhile, though, the Wonder Woman movie that they released around that time is
very good.
Oh my
like
god!
That was when they were just relaunching the movies, right?
Oh,
and the
yeah.
Wonder Woman movie came out, and it was like, oh fuck yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And that was when Marvel was putting out like their really like not great animated movies.
Yeah, they were
like
they were bad.
I wouldn't say bad, but I definitely would not call them the same caliber of the DC animated universe.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because then they flopped, because then, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is like, oh, fuck yeah, and DC's like, we'll get there at some point, maybe, I don't know.
It is weird that Marvel, which is, the brighter, cartoonier...
Has the brighter, or DC is the brighter, cartoonier one.
Yeah. It's the one with the bigger...
In comics.
Yeah, in comics.
And a higher power scaling. For the most part.
Which is funny because now the movies are bright and colorful and good times and funny, while the DC films are just...
like, they're miserable.
Oh my god.
They're miserable to watch. Any of the scenes that take place at night that have action are nigh impossible to figure out.
I still think Wonder Woman is overrated. I mean, not bad. It is...
It's definitely the best DC movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's in the current line.
Yeah, by kind of a million miles.
It's not the Dark Knight, but
I can tell you a bunch of parts of those movies that movie that I liked, but
yeah, it was pretty uneven, and guess what? It still devolved into the same third act of every superhero movie, where it becomes a big dumb CGI laser fight.
What caught me the most about Wonder Woman was, yes, I enjoyed it quite a bit when I saw it, and I think, yes, awesome. Little girls have a superhero movie that they can look at and be like, yes, that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, amazing. I am so glad that is there for this generation. However, since watching it, I have never, ever thought about watching it again.
Yeah.
I've had the opportunity. I have been on 2 international flights. I have been on several flights that have lasted longer than 4 hours that I'm like, I could watch this, but I think I'll watch Jumanji.
And I think the reason behind that is because the Wonder Woman movie is still good in a lot of places, but the third act is really kind of a letdown, so you're building up to something that's just not that...
It is full of quite a few tropes, and I was able to call who the twist bad guy was right when he fucking showed up.
I actually didn't call that, but maybe that's because I was looking in the wrong places.
I am very quick to read into tropes.
But what I was going to say was, it's kind of sad. It's a hard to watch movie because one of the best parts about it also makes it kind of hard to watch. It's a movie about war. It's a movie about the death and pain of war, and that's good. That was a good thing. That was a good thing that it did. I'm really glad that it was a movie about something special, about important. That they made this superhero that ties into history and the human condition. Way to go! And you didn't have to get all grimdark and oh, here's a bottle of piss on top of your fucking... Like, we didn't need any peach tea to get adult and mature in here. We just needed respect for the topic and good characters. Congratulations. But...
why did nobody ever aim for her legs?
Shut up, Nick. But yeah, no, there's a bunch of there's a bunch of great stuff in that movie, but it's also kind of hard to watch. It's not fun. It's
also the supporting cast had nothing to do.
Okay, yeah, a supporting cast full of interesting characters who get nothing to do.
I really like Chris Pine. I am sad that he's like
the worst Chris. Yeah, me too.
That is sad, isn't it? Like when he first showed up as like Captain Kirk in like the new the Star Trek series, which is now fucking dead. I really liked him. Like I thought, oh man, this guy could be the Flash, and he fucking could have. Like he could totally have been Barry Allen.
Ooh, dude, Chris Pine is the Flash. I never thought of that.
A few years ago. Like he's definitely shown some age since then, but still. No, he's probably still fucking good too. Way fucking better than Ezra fucking whoever the fuck he is.
Yeah.
I did like that dude killed the fucking movie for me.
I just want to say
That dude ruined Justice League for me because I love the Flash, and the Flash was the fucking worst thing about the Justice League.
Okay, fair enough. I will.
See, by Justice League, I'd learned my lesson.
Justice League.
Yup.
Okay, sorry. Justice League. What the fuck did they called it? Justice League something something.
Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice. Justice League Dawn of Justice.
Shoot electricity out of their eyes. Walking
Look, you guys are allowed to like Flash and Justice League. Like I said, I don't care. Like if you like it, that's cool. I thought he was the fucking worst. Every joke he gave fell flat and just made me fucking cringe.
Yeah, I have to agree, which makes me sad because I was looking for good. I want comedy relief in my DC films. I want
And
them.
Flash is supposed to be that guy.
Yeah,
He definitely is.
I want them to be fun and lighthearted, and get dark in moments to give you a sense of bleakness before they come out on top. Not just dark all throughout because that fucking sucks. And yeah, he wasn't funny.
Can we talk about just like if they wanted to do the Flash proper, how fucking OP the Flash is? Man can run around the world in a second.
And they, oh my god, can we talk about how awful the Flash is in the movie besides besides how he's scripted? Oh look, every time he goes fast, lightning everywhere. Yeah,
I don't mind that. That's a visual quirk. That's nitpicky beyond my nitpicks.
I don't think it's nitpicky if it's visually like confusing and exhausting.
I just had the biggest like I said, my biggest issue is that every line he had fell flat for me. His best line was his best joke was in the trailer, and by the time I got to see the movie, it had been played out for me. When he met Batman.
It's interesting. If people, I've heard a lot of people said that they actually liked Justice League War. Do you see that one? It's the animated one.
Probably.
Yeah. I actually don't like any of the new Justice League movies, but that's because they're
the animated ones, you mean?
Yeah. They're following the new 52, and their characterization for everybody is either very different or very bad.
I guess I don't mind change.
I wouldn't mind change so much if a lot of the changes weren't for the worse. Like again, how insipid and shallow do you have to be to put Wonder Woman and Superman together?
I don't know. And again, that's just because you fucking love the OTP of the original AU with Batman and Diana, because that was fucking adorable.
I mean,
and they took a lot of time to build it up.
Yeah, that was really good. But also, I just don't like the idea of putting Superman with another superpowered person. I think that
Superman belongs with Lois Lane.
Yeah,
Batman belongs with nobody.
Yeah, Superman,
except for maybe Selena Kyle. Maybe.
If I don't want them to be an official couple. I like their relationship.
They've been an official couple a number of times, but still.
Yeah, but I'm saying I like their relationship. I like the fact that their relationship is antagonistic.
Somebody in chat was saying we need a Batman Beyond movie. We've got one. It's called Return of the Joker, and it's great.
One of the best fucking Batman movies outside of oh god, what is it? Mask of the Phantasm.
Yep.
Mask of the Phantasm, best Batman movie ever.
Agreed.
I'm gonna go out of my way to say that that for the time it was the best Batman movie. I think we've had better Batman stuff since then.
I don't here's the thing. As it is, if you're just taking it as okay, it's the best Batman movie to people that grew up with the animated series. How's that?
I can see that. Although
I would say that as a film, The Dark Knight still probably the best Batman movie.
So let me
as a film.
So let me shit on myself a little bit more. I like Return of the Joker better.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge you for that, but I'm going to start questioning it.
Here's the thing. I didn't watch Mask of the Phantasm until after I watched Return of the Joker.
Interesting.
Yeah. So for me, that when I went to see Mask of the Phantasm, I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's really really conceptually good, and for its time, I'm like, wow, this must have been groundbreaking. The style, the lines, the plot, everything just feels so noir and down to earth.
I think we can all admit that the best animated DC movies they typically follow Batman.
Yeah, they kind of do.
You have first of all those two, which are top tier. Then I think just below it I would put Red Hood. I really liked Red Hood.
Oh yeah, Red Hood. Red Hood is in the top 5
easily.
But here's the thing, it's also very dated. In a lot of places, and I don't just mean the visuals and the audio. I mean, it feels very dated in the way it's paced, in the way that it's cut. It still has a lot of great stuff.
I think you're saying dated. I think the word you're looking for is classic.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I was watching a video review of Dragon Quest XI, which brought up a really good point. Some things are old-fashioned not because they're old and busted, but because they were built to last.
Because
by people who knew what they were doing.
The turn-based combat in a JRPG is a staple. I really like that. While I enjoyed Final Fantasy 15, it didn't feel like a Final Fantasy game to me at all.
Yeah.
Like, I miss turn-based combat.
Me
that
too.
being said, I am also in that shitty position of being like, I don't have time to play a long, drawn-out JRPG.
Which is why they, like, Japan still makes them. It's just, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is never going to be the same again. And you know what? I've come to terms with that.
That's
I've come
fine.
to terms with the fact that Final Fantasy will never be Final Fantasy again. Now it's new things. It's different things.
Yeah, I've come to terms with the fact that I'm just not a Final Fantasy fan anymore. I am not a fan of what it's become. There are plenty of people who are. That's fine.
Let's be honest. Final Fantasy has always had overly convoluted plots, and those have always kind of been a mess. Like, almost all of their plots have been a mess.
Not 6.
Never played it.
Not 6. 7 is convoluted and a mess. I'll admit to that one.
7, 8, 9. 9 takes a step back from convoluted messiness, but it still has some messy convolution.
Until the end, when it just throws all its plot out the window.
Yes.
10
would have been great if it weren't for the I'm a dream shit.
That part's okay if they communicated it well, but they communicated it so poorly you're like, wait, what is happening?
But at least it's not 13 where half the story is in the glossary.
A little bit. Although I'm one of those.
But I loved Final Fantasy X.
I'm one of those. Oh, so did I. I'm also one of those weird people who actually like Final Fantasy 13 well enough. I mean, it's definitely not great, but actually I got a lot out of it.
Yeah, funny enough, a game. Oh, sorry.
But then again, I got a lot out of it because I was like, no, I want to see where this is going. I want to see it through to the end. And its gameplay got really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell out of love with Final Fantasy 12. I started playing that, was really excited for it. Then I realized it's an MMO. And I just lost all interest.
And then you got into Final Fantasy 14.
Which is an MMO, but it's an MMO.
Yeah, you were expecting that. You wanted that.
Yeah, so I skipped 13. I didn't even play 14 until, like, way after all 3 13s came out.
Yeah.
But the Final Fantasy game that I really, really liked was Final Fantasy X-2. I don't know why, but I fucking love it. It had like some of my favorite moments. Like, two of Yuna's songs in that are fucking great.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
1,000 words is like,
dude, don't talk to me about 1,000 words. I can cry. God, that game's story is so dumb.
It's really fucking dumb. But I loved the class change system. I loved everything. Like, yes, I fucking loved it, man. Like.
Yeah, no.
I'm not wrong. I have an opinion. You're wrong for thinking I'm wrong.
Oh, damn. Flip the script. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, 10-2 is a fun to play game. And if you just look at it to have fun, if you sit down with 10-2 and be like, I'm going to play this fun RPG, cool, you're good.
And bear in mind, this is not a game I would ever replay. Yeah. This is something in my mind that I have nostalgia for, that I loved. If I played it now, I probably wouldn't like it, but as a 14 or 15-year-old adolescent boy, the game with like 3 attractive women that like to change clothes and had a decent battle system, and like it even went back to the time active battle system, which was my favorite Final Fantasy battle system.
Hey man, I'm a big fan of Sailor Moon and Final Fantasy, so yeah, I got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Like
I liked seeing them in all the cute costumes. I thought Riku was cute.
Riku is fucking cute.
She is. It's why they focus on her butt in every fucking cutscene.
I thought Pain could have been a better character.
I thought she could have been a character.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, its biggest problem was that it didn't have Lulu. Well, it did, but she was
pregnant.
Yeah.
And
she was off doing her own thing and wasn't, celebrating the victories that I always made her win.
Also,
she had the best fanfare.
She did. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, Final Fantasy 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Actually, I'm also in the camp of the person who liked 15. I would have also liked to finish the game. So, I'm actually thinking about getting the re-release of the game, like with all of its stuff.
I can't play through all of it again. Do they have a new game plus mode? Yes, they do actually. Okay, maybe I could.
Yeah, because here's the honest truth. I actually really liked the concept of the story, and I love the characters. I love the characters in 15.
I like that it's a road trip.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about it.
Even if the road isn't very long.
Yeah.
Also, they run out of gas like 3 miles outside of the place they started.
Yep.
Really fucked that up.
But yeah, like it's just not a finished game.
It wasn't a finished game.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it is now, maybe. There's more parts being released, of course there are. Yeah, the story's fucked. And the story had potential to be good, but
The fact that they killed off a major villain off screen bugged me.
oh my
a
god,
lot.
are you kidding me?
Not even a major, like a foil. Your foil. They kill off screen, and they'd never tell you about it unless you find it written in a newspaper clipping.
Yeah, and it's the worst.
It's Metal Gear Solid 5 levels of unfinished.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it was in development for well over a decade.
Well, yeah, but that's why. So what happened was when they were making the game, it was going to be a very different game. Go back and check out its original.
Yeah, Final Fantasy Versus 13.
Yeah, it was going to be a very different game. Then stuff kept changing, and then they had to throw out a bunch of the stuff that they had. And so, like, they basically almost had to start from scratch, just keeping a bunch of the character designs. Like, it's insane how much the game changed by the end of it.
I liked the gameplay.
Oh yeah, no, gameplay. The gameplay for 15 is fantastic.
Like, I wouldn't, as far as combat systems go, for a open world RPG as such, I wouldn't put it up there with The Witcher or anything. But
oh, I mean, yeah. But when people were telling me that 7 was gonna play it like 15, I was mad at first. Then I played 15, and I'm like, fuck it, sure, why not?
Can we talk for, have you seen the Cyberpunk 2077?
No.
Oh my god.
Does it look good?
I need it. I know it's still years away from release, but it looks so fucking good.
I won't lie. I'm still looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. We're talking about Tetsuya Nomura. Like, that's the... I mean, Final Fantasy VII's remake, I don't think it's ever actually going to happen at this point. Like, if I had to be honest with you.
They'll release it as episode pieces. They will. I don't hate it as long as they are reasonably priced.
I mean, they might be.
If they are like $20 a piece for like 3 episodes, like, one per disc or something, I don't fucking care.
I still think it's a possibility that it'll never happen. I know that's a shitty thing for me to say, and I know people don't want to hear it, but... You okay over there, Ben?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I think it's getting late for,
Slightly.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll probably wrap it here. I think we haven't even answered a question in chat from a while.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We're like 45 minutes past the point. I got to get home and get ready for the Burning Youth of Eorzea, which, speaking of Final Fantasy 14, Taka and I will be on, chilling with our guild. You can join us if you have Final Fantasy 14. I know there's like a free trial up to like level 30-something. So feel free to hop on. We're on the Diablo server. We have a guild. It's a lot of fun. We talk about it in my Discord. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you all so much for the insane amounts of support.
Yes, indeed.
We love you guys.
Absolutely. And after this, I'm going to go get back to editing because that's me.
I thought that was an open door.
Yeah, me too. That fucked me up.
All right.
But yeah, I'm going to get back to editing. I've got part 3 to finish. Stefan did a bunch of lippy flappies for me, and he's going to do the rest of them on Monday. I think it's like got one scene left. I'm so happy.
Regardless, thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you for being here with us. We'll see you guys. You still doing FMK this Monday?
Yeah, FMK this Monday.
All right, FMK this Monday. TFS at the table on Tuesday. Wednesday is we're all usually recording different random shit from home and whatever, so feel free to check on our individual streams, twitch.tv/Lampetor, twitch.tv/HBI2K, twitch.tv/KaiserNeko. He's not very active right now, but for understandable reasons. And there are a lot of other people out there that stream along with us. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you guys next time on Stream 4 Star. Peace out, everybody.